NCRP Productions proudly presents Torg Eternity from Ulisses Spiele. Pan-Pacifica, Day 1, Episode 5.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sunday of Possibilities. My name's Greg, and we are playing Torg. At this time, I'd like to ask the players to introduce themselves around the table, please.
Hi, this is Josh. I'm playing Juro Fukozawa.
This is Shan, and I am playing Kiku Oonishi.
Hey, it's Barry. I am running Hyong.
Hello, this is David, and I'm running Ko.
And unfortunately, Victoria is unable to join us again for this session, and so her character Ayaka is still with the group, but has been rendered unconscious and possibly shot. And with that, I'll ask one of you guys to give a quick recap of what happened last session.
Well, we got confronted by what appeared to be some kind of military group that were looking for what they were calling infected people, and they accosted us to make sure that we weren't bit. Unfortunately, they checked the person in our group that had no bite marks. But
at the time, there was a Cosm card that had to be played.
That made him look like he was feeling unwell. So they picked on him. Fortunately, he didn't have any bite marks. And then we had this horrible trek through the city towards their compound. But on our way there, we got ambushed by 8 of these jumping vampires.
The Shangshi?
The Zhangxi. And we made it through that battle, barely, and up to the wall of this compound. And Ko found a peeled back hole in the wall, and we just barely made it through after realizing that they only fire at quick movements, so we all had to crawl through very slowly, and that's where we are.
Okay.
And then Kira moved too quick and got shot at.
But he did not take any rounds, although Juro was holding Ayaka. So at this point where we pick up, the guns went off and it stopped going again. And at this point, everybody go ahead, and we're in the same act. So your possibility cards or possibility tokens are where they're at, and all Cosm cards are still in play. Okay. But we need to draw back up to 5 because Shan played a glory card that the hands are increased by +1 that lasts until the end of the next act. So everyone has made it through, and the eerie calm right after the machine gun turret went off into your direction. No one's heard the growl again off in the distance that prompted everyone to come through the fence, but you know it's there. You also know that, or suspect that fast movement is going to draw a motion sensor to the turret to you. So everyone's uptight, hugging the wall. The area around is very dark. The only thing that you see is ambient light coming from the center building around this massive construction site. Approximately about 50 to 60 yards in is where the light is coming from.
Is there a place where there might be piles of lumber or materials that we could use as cover to get to the inner ring? Okay, so we're not running like flat out, flat ground 50 yards.
Yeah, so from what you have seen, it appears that movement is, there's a motion sensor attached to the turrets, and fast movement seems to draw their attention.
Well, I think we should pick a place where there's plenty of cover and try and mosey on in.
Well, let's first, what can we see? We are now inside the fence line.
You're inside the compound.
What do we see in front of us?
So immediately in front of you, you can just see, like, it is a massive construction site. So you see heavy equipment, you see, discard junk piles, you see porta potty lines set up, you see stacks of drywall, stacks of iron beams, stacks of plywood. So just imagine a construction site that you've seen.
Porta potty line, how many in the line?
It appears to be about 6 all lined up on this side.
So that's going to be a substantial number of people working on this side.
Oh, yeah.
Potentially in the range of 100 or more.
If they're here.
No, but I'm just saying, in general, that's how big a construction site it is in just this area.
Guys, I think Ayaka may have been hit. Can any of you see anything from your angle?
I'm gonna look.
Roll first aid.
That is a 4.
Yep.
She looks good to me.
That's your pick.
Okay.
So it's
No, I can't see anything.
so it's dark, and she was already scratched and bit. So, I mean, without like taking off her clothes and checking to see if there's fresh bullet wounds in the clothes or doing a full search,
But there's no blood running down his back.
Doesn't appear to be, no.
Okay.
Maybe it was in a limb somewhere.
Let's move on. Let's see if we can find some light. That's going to help me because I don't have any light here.
So, how far away is the nearest pile of materials? So, heavy construction, I'm thinking like piles of steel girders and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so like, something like that.
It's within the, like 10 feet that way.
Okay, 10 feet. All right. Man, you maybe have a prison. You could throw a prison that way, distract the gun.
Or a chicken. We just had
Is there more than one turret gun?
Always are helpful.
Roll find.
Yeah, I figured they didn't just set up one.
There's not a lot of there's not a lot of problems that can't be solved by chicken.
I rolled a
Absolutely.
2.
You're just too far low right now, so the one that you see is at an angle on the roof. It's possible that there's other turrets on other sides of the building, but you can't see them.
Well, if we know, we're pretty sure that they only react to quick movement. I'm gonna walk so slow to the building that's got ambient light in the center.
So when you do, so it's like I said, it's about 60 yards, and from what Ko had said earlier, to use sources of cover. So if the sources of cover are not in a straight line, you have to go this way to the pile of steel girders, move this way to the pile of sheetrock, move this way. So you can definitely do that. It's going to be a series of rolls for about 10 yards each. So basically, you're making maneuver rolls, everybody.
Or do we just walk? Or we have no choice. It's not that there is no straight line to the door.
Correct.
I'm going to see how Ayaka does on her. We'll watch the tape.
Ayaka's going to do pretty
Ayaka's
poorly.
passed out.
Oh, sorry. What's your character?
Move! We can
I was Ko last week.
Yeah, I know. It's just so difficult,
Kiku.
Kiku, sorry. Yeah, Ayaka's getting through.
I'm following Kiku.
So what I will let you guys know, it's not a difficult test. It's a standard test. So
That's
you're
10,
rolling
right?
maneuver to 10. Yes.
Okay. All right, I guess okay. So I feel confident that I can make a 10. All right, here we go. Oh, there's a 15, so that's +2. That's maneuver. So yeah, 14.
All right. So you guys make it to your first.
13.
Made it through our first challenge. Made it like behind the steel girders.
We both had a stack of 7 possibility
Yep,
points at the beginning
we
of
had a
this.
pretty good stack when we started all this crap.
So you make it to the first one, and you're behind steel girders. You know they can get through. Maybe about 10 yards away, you see piles of like huge pallets of 2x4 or plywood, 4x6 plywood sheets, just stacked up, maybe about 8 feet high.
So here is my thinking. I'm no longer carrying Ayaka. Juro is. And if moving slow is going to be the way to go, I'm not... Again, if we have to walk between these things, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to take the best beeline there. Just walking slowly and
Same.
walking there.
After the first test, have we figured out at what rate we can walk safely without having to make a maneuver roll, or is this always going to,
Roll a mind.
Okay. So it's a 2. Yeah,
Not exactly
no
sure.
idea.
Yeah.
It felt slow to me.
So you guys see Soon and Kiku follow. They're not going towards the pallet of 4x6s.
Okay.
They're just kind of like going straight through, but around everything. But they're going so slow, or attempting to. Roll maneuvers.
All right, 13, so I'm still okay.
Oh, they go quickly.
13.
Yeah. So you actually watch. Do you watch them get all the way up to the building?
Well, so they got... I thought, do we do each check for 10 yards, or...
That's if they went to each point of cover. They're bypassing altogether and just going straight
I'll
through.
be along the building then. Let's do this. I can do this. Ooh. Let's see here. Oh, that's a 1, yeah. That's a bummer. That's good.
So you're like, hey, we can go straight
I
there.
can't chip that, huh?
Step
Can I chip a failure, a blunder, critical, whatever?
for a spin a possibility.
Yeah, can I spend a possibility on a 1?
Well, that's what I was asking whenever I did that. I did that before. I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 5 after I chipped it. And then I asked you, do we need to observe the rule on disconnection on a 1? Which I was under the impression that on disconnection there is no chipping because there's nothing that can prevent disconnection. But that doesn't seem to be at play here.
Right. So this one is not a disconnect. He rolled a 1 on his
Stealth
skill check.
maneuver,
Yeah.
right? Skill check.
Mishaps. So, roll 1 always fails and no possibilities may be spent to change it.
That's
Okay.
what I thought. But there is a card that can
There's a
reverse
card
the
that
second
lets you-
chance can reverse the mishap.
But we don't have that in place.
Oh yeah, I got this. Roll out, pat, pat,
So you
pat.
step out a little bit too.
Messed up, man. A little too confident with my step there.
What is your dodge?
My dodge is 13.
13. So you step out, realize that you may have stepped out too fast, step back, and it hits just right where you were standing at.
Damn, this thing's sensitive.
Oh boy.
I think I'm gonna go the long way around.
So you can try again.
Oh, can? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Slowly.
Slower this time. That's better. All right, 15.
Okay, yeah, you slow your ass way down this time,
Yeah.
and very carefully follow Soon and Kiku.
We should take that thing our way out of here. I think it could come in handy in a pinch.
You think to yourself as you're moving.
When I get up to the group and say, we should get that thing on our way out of here. That thing, you know,
Juro.
come in handy in a pinch.
So can I like feel in any way? Can I feel Ayaka breathing, or like can I feel her to know whether she's alive or not?
She's still alive. You can still
Okay.
feel her breathing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
You can actually hear the breaths.
okay, cool.
And it's not a death
So
rattle.
yeah, so I'm just going to carefully and slowly but deliberately step forward, trying to not move more quickly than Ko showed me not to.
Roll maneuver.
All right.
Yeah. Nice.
So you step out, take that deep breath. God, what is your dodge?
Told you that thing's touchy.
Well, if she wasn't dead, she might be dead now.
Okay. So
Oh, it's like I don't want to move. I'm just gonna stand still. I'm like,
It lit up.
you
What's
guys
your
go turn that
toughness?
thing off.
Plus armor.
9. Oh, plus armor is 11. Oh wait, no. My armor just says adds +2. Is that to the toughness value, or is that to
That's
the...
correct.
Yeah, cool. So then 11.
So 11, you step out, hear that gunfire, and just feel bullets just rip into your legs and start ripping up your body.
Oh.
You end up taking 2 wounds and 2 shock.
Okay.
Soak it.
Yeah, I guess I might definitely try to do that.
So spend your possibilities. So to soak,
Alright.
you are using your spirit or your reality skill, whatever is the lowest, and you're rolling against a difficulty number of 10.
So spirit. 8 and 6 is 14. Yes, 14.
Okay, so you end up soaking 1 wound and all the shock.
It just
So what was the total?
Yeah.
So
You have
1
one wound.
wound.
Yeah, I took 1 wound. Yeah.
So you step out, feel it just right up your legs.
So do I have to like struggle to stay standing to not fall down and then get shot more
Or
because
drop the body.
No, the energy that you guys talked about, you can feel it infuse. Again, you know you got hit, you know you're hurt, but you don't know how bad it is.
Did the rest of us feel that?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not like a hive mind.
Or a disturbance of the force.
Right.
It's just
Oysters.
So you're still standing out after you took that round. Do you move back or do you continue forward?
I'm gonna limp slowly forward.
Okay. Try maneuver again.
now he shambles like a zombie.
God dang!
3.
All right, so I guess I'll use my other chip, but if I use it, then I won't be able to soak anything else. So,
Well, use it so you can get up, so you can get through this.
but if okay, yeah, all right,
All right.
we'll give it a shot. All right,
So minimum of 10, remember.
15 is 2 plus maneuver of 9. Are there wound
11.
modifiers?
9.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So what'd you roll?
11.
Oh yeah. So you're able to make your way up to the rest of the group.
Oh my god, I'm limping up.
But yeah, you guys can see him limping a little bit.
Slowed you down, yeah.
Oh man.
Messed up, huh?
Did you guys go all the way to the building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys end up rallying at the building. Off to the left is a doorway, maybe about 10 feet. Or not a doorway, it's a door about 10 feet.
Is it open?
It is not.
Is it lit inside?
There's no windows,
Okay.
and so the light that you see is coming from neon lights. It's kind of a white light, but it's underneath the rafters, and it's kind of hanging down in traditional Asian architecture, but with modern materials. So the lights are actually coming from under that, so it lights all up against the wall and the ground, and enough to give ambient light to where you guys were seeing at, but there's no windows to look into.
Any security camera, those kind of things.
Roll find.
And at what level of construction is the building? Are the walls up? You know, that kind of thing?
So where you
Or is
guys,
that structures?
where you guys are
framing?
at right now, it looks to be a completed structure.
Oh, okay.
14.
Don't see any.
All right.
Can I knock on the door?
Let's move to the door.
You can.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
But wait, we'll just see if it's open first.
What do you do? He says
Check,
that as you get
check
ready
the
to...
doorknob.
It's locked.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
Alright, I pull out the pistol.
What are you doing?
Just in case somebody on the other side's not friendly.
Okay.
No answer. And when you knock, it is definitely... It feels like the door at work.
So you need a cop knock.
Heavy, solid, you know, just... no vibration inside. It just gets...
Rap on it.
So like you can knock on it from the outside and the people inside can't hear you knocking?
That's the feeling you get when you knock on
Man.
it. It actually kind of hurts your knuckles a little
Rap
bit.
on it with the butt of your sword.
Can you bust it off with this? I hand you the baton. Can you
Yeah, there's no way.
No way, huh?
Does anybody have lock picking?
Let's see here.
I do not.
I have luck picking.
Of course you do. You would.
I'm a gangster. Alright? Except I don't know my way around town. Alright.
Again, you don't know your way around the forest.
So, lockpick, does that mean I have, like, lockpick?
Just use the bobby pin. That works.
Somewhere in Ayaka's hair.
Gotta be a bobby pin in one of y'all's hairs. Okay. Somebody want to kick down?
Sure, you can have a bobby pin out of my hair.
Thank you. Okay. So I use the bobby pin and my switchblade. And I'm rolling a lockpick and roll. Well, 9 is a -1. You know, that's still going to be a 12. I'm going to go with the 12.
Nope, not able to...
Oh, man.
Unable to get it.
Can I keep trying?
I'm just slumping up.
Is it a one you can try again?
Ayaka, getting off of
And
my.
you start looking, and you start just kind of inspecting it, and maybe looking at your knife. It might be too big to get into. So you use the bobby pin to scrape the tumblers, but the knife blade isn't curved to be able to hook and and rotate the locking mechanism.
Wait a minute here. So the gun turret's just firing off rounds. It ain't silent. It's just like bah, bah. I mean, the thing's opened up, right?
Oh yeah, sometimes.
I want to listen for a second and hear if I hear commotion. Do you hear voices?
Again, you put him. It's just dead.
Okay, well,
Unmanned facility.
I'm just gonna blow the lock off. Pow! They can't hear inside anyway.
Not realizing what he's doing, I want to look at Ayaka because we now have light.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to check her over. I am not stripping her down. I am checking her over.
Look for bullet holes.
God damn it. A 9.
She's on her shoulders. You're just not able to get a full assessment. You know from your
But no obvious again.
Nothing obvious. You know from your first aid that when you do an assessment, you want to start from the head down, feel for blood, check clothes, look for exit wounds. You're just not able to do that. And then all of a sudden you hear...
Yeah, like me.
You guys look over and you see Cole with his gun as he shot into the lock.
I'm all... Everyone looks at me and I go, if they didn't hear the gun turrets, they're not going to hear that.
I get that, but you may just be messing up the lock mechanism.
Roll to hit?
More.
I got to roll to hit?
Yes,
I mean,
you
I
do.
can't just point blank and just pull the trigger?
You can.
Okay, yeah,
but
I'm
you
gonna
still got to roll to hit.
Okay, I'm all out attack that sucker. All right? It's going to make me vulnerable to the doorknob, but I'm going to go ahead and take the chance. All right? Oh. No, stupid. That's all good.
Is it a jam?
No, it's not a jam. All right, well...
So... You shoot.
That's a 3, but plus 4 to the result. So a 3 is -6. So I'm really only -2. And my missile weapon's 11. That's giving me a 9. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit something. I'm assuming.
You shoot, but it doesn't appear to damage the lock.
I'm gonna squeeze off like 3 rounds. Bam, bam, bam. Just be like, what the fuck?
All right. So you aim and shoot again.
Is there any like ricochet or anything? Or are we like?
Is this like a security
Is it
door? Or
like
did
a
it like put a
steel
hole in the
door, or
door
is it-
somewhere?
No hole seems to be.
Didn't he put a hole in the door? Oh no, hold up. Yeah. Oh well, dang man, somebody really don't want anybody inside there.
So roll to hit on from your.
I don't want to fire a second shot. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it didn't make a hole in it.
You already shot,
All right,
and then look for the hole.
Yeah, once you played the sound effect, there's no going back.
Yeah. Consider this.
All right.
There's a turret up there.
I ricocheted another round off, but I didn't blunder. I'm all, that ain't happening.
Just dance in front of the door and then just
lose
use the
another
turrets to do
bullet.
the job.
Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah,
that
don't really
sucks.
see anything.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to get in here.
Well, all right. If nothing else, we're safe. We've got a wall against our back.
Oh yeah, we're safe.
So when you guys hear that, everyone kind of stops, and listens. It sounds like it could be coming from where you guys entered the fence at.
Right. So
Oh yeah, that's
move along the wall of the building.
Like, just let
see
it
if
come
we
to
can
us.
get-
We'll be like over here, and
Yeah, I
the
don't
gun
see.
turret will gun it down before
Well, that's
it gets
what I
to
want to
us.
see is does that happen?
Okay.
That's
So
good. Yeah.
what do you guys do?
Wait.
Wait.
Just stand there.
All right, so everyone kind of wait and stands.
Yeah.
And about a minute passes, and it's one of those just longest minutes ever. And you hear, and you see everyone roll. Is there roll mind?
Damn mind rolls. Ooh, it's 2. 4.
19.
1.
Nice.
So Juro and Soon, both of you are able to position yourselves, nearby, but get a good look to where the hole is at. And you start seeing a head come through, and something start clawing its way through.
I don't see it.
Well, it's coming through, so let's just everybody be calm. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so at that point, you guys see, and the first one gets up, starts running,
First one.
and then as it starts running, you see another one coming.
All right, so I'm going to play-by-play it,
Yeah.
One through, and got him in the left shoulder.
Did it pump the first one?
So the first one
perfect.
starts hitting, it tags it. How long do you wait for this?
I don't know where else to go. So unless somebody else comes up with a good idea, or we're concerned that we're going to get overrun, this is the safest place we've been in the last couple hours.
I want to start looking. Is there some way to climb up to like a window or anything? You said there were no windows?
No windows.
Is there a doorbell?
No, there's not.
No ring cam?
That's what I was looking for.
A ring doorbell?
There is a data pad, but the lock has a key mechanism, and so you.
Is the data pad just numbers?
Yes.
911. I'm not being funny.
No. I actually think that's great. So you go enter 911, and nothing happens yet.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're waiting and listening if shit gets shot
So,
out there.
yeah.
And there's no other buttons. It's 1 through 0.
It's
right?
1 through 0.
There's no like emergency call, police, any of that stuff.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, at this point, and now things are coming through, and as you look, more are coming through
Now,
faster than
the
it
horde.
looks like.
Can any of you guys see? Does it look like there's more than one turret?
As far as I can tell, only the one turret's being activated by motion.
Okay. The reason I ask is because we could get overwhelmed if they
Yeah, this
keep
thing,
coming.
that sentry
It
gun
can
runs
only
out of
shoot-
bullets. We're in deep
Right.
shit.
So if
so-
nothing else.
In Japan, 911 is actually 119.
I'll try that.
Look that up. Just so we're clear on that.
I think you guys
119.
You would have known that. So, yeah.
That's funny.
So as you guys keep waiting, I mean, the
All right.
turret.
So then the next step for me is I want to look and see if there is a stack of something that we can climb. Like we're not talking a 4 or 5, but maybe a 10, 12, 15-foot stack of girders, plywood, something like that. A standing trailer back end. Anything that we could get off the ground, be up high and quiet.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff that you start looking. You realize that the stacks of materials that they're using to build, could potentially fit that. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, yeah, there's plenty around you.
At this point, there's only so much that sentry gun can attack, and as long as it's focused there, we move, we get up top,
and you do a double take, and you see that more Shang-Chi are
Yeah.
in, and the sentry gun is like
Trying.
going back and forth, but there's just too much movement.
Yeah. So that's our chance. So whatever the tallest thing is, I go, we need to get up somewhere quickly.
The door kind of cracks open.
I yanked that
Oh,
sucker open.
as soon as I hear it, pull it open.
Run inside.
Okay, so all of you guys kind of just pull the door open and just pile
Sentry
up
gun starts
inside.
mowing us down.
Well, no, I mean, we already know that it's focused
Yeah.
back there.
So as everyone piles in, who's first one in?
You yell first, I
You're
do
the one that
second.
yanked the door open.
I yanked the door open to go in. I've got my pistol out. I'm not taking no for an answer.
So you yank the door open, pile your way in. You can feel the others coming in behind you, and what you see, maybe about 5 feet away on another keypad, is just this not frail, but basically this tall, thin guy, wire rimmed glasses, wearing a white lab coat, standing there
Sentry gun
with a
next to
look
him.
of with a look of shock on his face when he sees you burst through.
All right. Well, come on, get in.
All right, I'm going to stand at the door. The second that Jiro's through with Ayaka, I'm going to pull that door back shut.
So as everyone gets in, and the guy in the lab coat, they see, he's like, "What?
Thank you, venerable sir.
Stop! You're not supposed to be here. Who are you?"
Who are you?
I work here. You are not supposed to be here.
We don't want to be here.
What are you doing here?
We got chased by those things outside.
And so as he hears that, he kind of starts backing up a little bit. His hands are still out, still saying, you're not authorized personnel. You cannot be here.
Where do you want us to go?
You need to go back outside.
Not happening.
I look at my pistol, so I think I just became authorized.
And so when he sees that, roll me an intimidation.
Yeah. God, we're gonna kill this guy. 20.
These are the things we do well on. Intimidating people.
That's a 20.
Yeah, so you're like, I think I just got authorized. So he sees that as you kind of wave the gun, turns and runs.
I'm gonna have to shoot him.
Yeah, you are. He's gonna go get
Yeah,
help.
I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot the old man.
All right.
So as soon as the shot goes off, I'm gonna be like, wait, don't.
Roll fire combat.
All right, fire combat. All right, here we go. All right, I don't want this guy getting away, so I'm gonna spend a chip. Oh, that's 10.
Yeah,
17. So 17 is a +4. My fire combat, so that's gonna be a 15 total.
Okay, so that is going to be bonus dice.
2.
Just one, sorry.
Just one. Okay, here you go. 2 damage plus what does the pistol do? What's the base damage?
Is it written down?
So
Or
you didn't tell me. It's 9mm pistol. I kind of, I kind of envision like the 357 or maybe a snub nose, old timer, cylinder, the Jacobs.
Let me get the gear real quick.
Right.
I did think we had a lot of possibility chips,
Yeah.
and then they all evaporated.
No, I mean, it burns, but it burns. I'll tell you.
Barry and I each had like
So
7.
for your 9mm, the tech is 22.
Tick.
It's 13 damage.
Damage 13. And then ranges.
It is 10, 25, and 40.
Okay, and what's he at? Is he at 10?
Oh, he's short range.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I popped one in his
blank.
leg. I'm not trying to kill him necessarily, but I'm going to put one in his leg.
Net 15
You didn't
damage.
say that.
Okay,
So
that
you
would be like a call.
boom,
All right, so yeah,
and at that point, think I should have shot him in the leg.
put it right in his back. All right. Blow his lung out.
So what was your strength?
Is net 15.
So net 15.
Are you just trying to kill anybody that might give
No,
us
it's
answers
14
here?
damage. It's 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. You're right. 15.
Yeah, so you tag him right smack dab in the middle of back. He kind of like stumbles 2 steps, drops down to his knees, and goes down.
Cool. All right, cool. I'm going to go take his ID badge.
Great,
He ain't
good
going
job,
very
Coach.
far.
I mean, at this rate,
Take that lab coat, too.
he was the first person that maybe had an idea about what was going on around here.
I think he was running to get help.
Is
Well, I think he was
dead?
running to get help. I agree with Juro. I think there's a chance he might have known something. Any chance there's a gurney in the hall?
No.
Is he dead or just like paralyzed? and-
Smoked, muerted.
I'm going to go look for an ID badge.
He got murked.
Something to scan. Passkey.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll take that lab coat too and put it on.
So you peel off the lab coat as the bullet hole and is there and kind of starting to soak with blood, but you end up pulling it off of him and slide it on.
It's in the back.
You are way too big for that.
Yeah.
It's like Fat Man Little Coat thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I think Kiku.
Yeah. Try
I'll
this
wear
on.
it.
Kiku's
There
going
you
to pull
go.
it over.
Here, take the glasses too.
Sound science fiction smart.
We could be your family. All right. Take us upstairs.
Either way, just get us through the next
I'll give the badge as well. Hand that
Is there a
over.
directory of this building on the wall on the
there's
inside?
not.
You are here. There is a fire escape thing, right?
No, there's not.
Not even a fire escape placard. Okay. But we've got a door in front of us.
I mean,
You have a door in front, and the hallway leads down to a T intersection, made about 20 feet down.
Oh, okay. I thought he was inside a second door.
No. He was it was a long hallway coming
right.
to the door, and so about there's a T intersection down, and potential like there's walls right here onto either side of you. I mean, you don't know what's in the wall. There's no.
But doors all
windows?
the way down, or
No.
no doors?
No doors,
All right,
just
well,
the
then
intersection.
let's start walking. I mean,
Where
we're
are
not
we
going
running
back
to?
out.
He
We're
was
not going back outside.
Running to the T intersection.
Okay. Should we throw him outside?
So let me, just so you guys can get a quick.
That's not a bad idea.
Somebody open the door and I'll throw him out real quick.
Okay.
we could just, do the thing in the
I
head
don't want
that the
anybody
other
to
guy
find him.
did.
It could look like he got killed outside. Those things will get to
Yeah.
him.
No, I think you're right. All right. Count of
At
3.
fear of being shot by a coat.
I'm going to drag the body of the scientist, and then
I'm going to fling the door, and he's going to huck the body
throw
out.
him out, and he'll close the door on him.
3, 2, 1, throw.
Do I need to make a roll to throw it?
Door doesn't open.
Oh, hey.
Wait, hold on. Don't thump. The body goes in the
Open the door.
I beep the door with my
A little
badge.
swipe, little swipe thing.
All right, now throw him out, pull the door hard shut.
Okay.
Nice.
Not even taking the time to look outside, which I probably should have.
Don't even. When the door opens, do we hear gunfire still?
Oh yeah. It's still going.
Things going off out there.
So,
but when the door closes, it's complete. We can't hear it at all.
So this is the doorway that,
awesome.
that you guys entered in right here.
Yep.
So this is the hallway, and so this is your T intersection.
So we go in, we go left.
Left.
You better go first. Make us look official.
Beep.
So you can't let anybody see that big bloody hole in your
Probably
back.
leave Ayaka up here, right? There's probably some safe spot to lay her out.
It's a long straight hallway with
It's
no
just
corners.
a door that goes to a long hallway. There's no like entrance room.
No, I'll carry her at the back.
No, I'm just saying we've been carrying her around this whole time.
I mean, and it's gonna make it harder to pass our story off.
The
if we're
door's
carrying
obviously-
a limp body.
yeah, the door's secure. I mean, they're not getting through.
But that risks us getting into some shit and not being able to come back for her.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, the other concern I've got is not that I want this to happen, but if she changes, do we potentially want her changing behind us without knowing?
Well, it's better than over my shoulder.
That's why I said I'll take her.
No, it's fine. I question carrying
get it.
her
All right,
around
so
after now that we're safe.
You're going to leave
that's
this 17, 18, I don't know how old she is, 17, 18-year-old girl in the hallway. Just leave her in the hallway.
all. No, I'm not going to leave her in the hall. I mean, there's really no room. It's just a hallway.
This is for you for the 911 idea.
Thank you.
119 idea.
119 idea.
All right, I'd say we lead on.
I think we brought her this far. I think we should take her with us.
I can carry her. I'll hold back.
Kind of have a responsibility to probably take her with us.
And based on what the Merc group said, she may be one of the last remaining.
And she's the
people
one that had
in
the
Tokyo.
visions, right?
And she's the one who had the visions
probably-
too.
If you believe what she said, I mean,
So
So
far,
far, so
everything's
good.
pretty true.
Yeah, right. So far,
I mean,
so good.
I am not a.
Where's the fire?
superstitious- Where's the fire? We've been seeing the fire.
You have off in the distance, you start to see like glows of fire and smoke coming up.
All those cities, yeah.
I'm not a superstitious man. I'm just saying.
all right. I just think there would be a fire by now. But.
All right, don't be wishing way past what we can deal with.
Yeah,
okay?
right, no doubt. Lots of reasons
Right.
fire in here.
We just got to a place where we're not worried that something's on our back immediately.
Shoot at us.
All right, so
Left.
we made the left at the T.
Okay. So you guys move through, make the left at the T.
Hope this place is I hope there's more than just that old man in here.
So as you come up and you clear that hard corner, what you see is a glass wall, and inside it looks like a scientific lab. So it is like full blown, think, just CDC science lab.
All right,
And
so I'm
people-
looking in
Pistol
there.
away.
People are inside working away and seem to be unperturbed.
Are they in level 4 containment suits?
No, they're lab
All right,
coats.
just sample lab coats.
Yeah.
All right, so that's option 2. I say we go the other way, and don't move quickly. Let's not draw their attention. Just back up.
Isn't it strange that knowing that there's some kind of catastrophe outside, that they're just kind of quietly at work on whatever
So
they're
again,
doing?
this suggests that they know what's going on, and that sentry gun pretty much is going to stop anything. I mean,
Right.
we had to figure out that we could walk slow. Something that's mindless, until they run out of bullets, it's not getting in. And even then, can it beat down a 3-inch steel door like
Bulletproof
that?
door out there?
I
Yeah.
don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't think we're safe. We need more lab coats.
Yeah. So go the other direction. We'll turn around, and now we're effectively going right at the T.
Everyone make a stealth roll.
Any bonuses for being quiet and all that? I have a failure anyway. But I'm
13.
just saying for everyone else.
It would have been just a standard roll.
Okay.
15.
13, 14, 15. So I got 14. So Barry got.
Critical fail.
Everyone kind of
One.
backs off
And
real
I've
quietly.
got a
You-
1.
Oh.
You're King
miss
Ayaka,
that.
and so look
Miss that.
back and you see one of the scientists looking at you with this weird, not angry, but just like,
Like what's the person
You don't
doing?
work here.
what are you doing?
All
Who are
right,
you?
all right. So do I eye to eye him?
Oh yeah, no, like you make sure everything's
Right.
good.
So
and
I
they're like
stop
this.
and I'm like, we'll see what happens. Because that's all I can do. I'm waving my hand to
Do
draw
any
him
of us
out.
notice that hand signal?
And I'm drawing him out with a hand signal. And I'm pointing at the body in my arms.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. I'm not terrible at this.
We murdered the guy that answered the door, and we brought her
10.
here because she was.
He's
sick.
outside.
And so you can see the lady who is looking at you just kind of go,
And I put a thumb up. She gives me the wait 1 minute. I give her the thumb up, and I'm just standing there.
So she turns her
guys
head,
go
says
check
something,
what's going on.
and by that point, you kind of see other heads kind
She's
of
gonna hit the red button.
and you see somebody walking out towards the door, like a double door, which is right in the middle, set in the center of this room.
Right.
And so you can see this guy walking over to you.
All right. So you guys keep going back, go around the corner, find out what's there, and then come back.
All right. So while you're waiting for the other person carrying them, what are you three doing?
Stealthing the other way.
Yep.
You still have that martyr card?
So you're going down to this side.
Yeah,
Yes.
the right
Okay.
hand.
As you cut that hard corner and you look inside, you can see what appears to be like a greenhouse. Is the only thing that looks like.
Greenhouse.
So think of it like hydroponic lights.
Can we see the other side? Like, does it go like
It's
a
just
door or anything?
No,
Oh, so it's a big greenhouse.
just a big greenhouse.
the old grow room.
Basically, yeah.
What's in? Well, I'm going to take a minute to look at what's growing in here.
It looks like cabbage.
Really?
I mean,
Hydroponic cabbage?
yeah.
The devil's weed.
I'm
Devil's
gonna-
lettuce.
so it's a bunch of dirt. I mean, it's all, cabbage grows in the ground like lettuce or whatever.
So
all
yeah,
fine,
as you
right?
start looking more, deeply, it's like rows of growing boxes all lined up. You can see hydration systems that just are right anchored over each grow box, and you got the light shining down on it to simulate, and it just looks like rows upon
use my
rows
switchblade.
upon rows of cabbage.
Hack
Look
one of the heads
closer, you'll
off.
notice that one of the cabbages is
Pulsating?
it's beating.
So you start.
Oh yeah, cabbage. I'll walk over and hack, get my switchblade out.
Are you
and
going
hack
in?
the- Yeah, I'm going to be like, hey, this is
So
kinda cool.
okay, so at this point,
Smell it. Right.
okay. So while you guys are looking at that, taking that time, for you, the door opens, and another scientist.
Now, knowing that they're back there and trying to give them that leeway, I'm going to walk towards the door now, holding the girl.
Okay, and so he comes out, sees you. But it's not. I mean, it's impossible to not see the others too.
Right, I get that,
And
but
so
I'm
they're
walking
kinda
towards
like-
to try to get his focus on me.
So he sees you, looks past,
Hey,
looks,
focus here.
and
people
looks
all
back at
looking
you.
down.
He's like, "Who are you people?"
Well, I'm not sure who the scientist is back there with the other two, but they let me in. She's injured. Can you help me with her?
So it looks back and so
I didn't catch her name.
it's like,
Oh shit! I just realized something. I hate to do this, but he's standing at her back.
Yes.
Even at the distance.
yes. And so,
Big hole.
It isn't the hole that's the problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh God.
and so
Maybe you won't notice.
I already thought about it. And that's what I was going to roll. And so he it's not back, but you can
So
see
I'm,
his face.
as he's doing weird stuff, I'm gonna move like, hey, I'm gonna move me and the body in this way. Look, she's been out for 3 hours.
Please identify yourself, or I will be forced to call security.
All right, no. My name is Sun Hyong. I'm a local shopkeeper from the.
About this time, you start walking towards the actual door, and
Robot.
so
Oh, I thought it was like an open greenhouse. It was like just right there.
no. It's a door.
You gotta go through a door to get to the cabbage.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I didn't realize that. Okay, I don't want to. If I go through a door,
So
that
you
might set off some alarms.
So you start walking, and with the intent to move through the door, maybe about 5 steps. You kind of stop and start
Right.
thinking, double thinking this.
I don't think I want to move through the door. In case there's some kind of alarm breach and grow room kind of thing.
Soon, will you please call your friends over here?
Who?
The ones that you entered this.
How do they know your name?
Because I told him it's.
Oh.
I can't tell you that, but
Okay.
you holler down the hall. How do you know your name? You're blowing it.
Because you entered this building without authority. Please call your friends here.
I came in on the authority of the one in the lab coat.
The guy outside.
He kind of starts backing up slowly towards the door.
I'm not doing anything yet, but I'm like, where are you going? Would you help me with her?
I need you to call your friends, please.
Do you want me? You want me to call the people back there? Hey guys, any people down the other end? Can you come this way, please?
I'm gonna quickly look at the badge. On the lab coat. What's the name?
Roll find.
Okay.
But it's also a little old man, and it's not going to match me.
Well.
Little old man, little girl, little woman.
Okay, well, so I didn't see anything.
It's turned around the opposite side. You can't see the name.
So as he calls, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Dr. Fujikawa. Yeah, come on. He can vouch for us. She can vouch for us."
So you say that. Do you start walking towards them?
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
What do you guys do?
Walk back.
And I'm gonna become more insistent. I'm gonna step towards him, not aggressively. But I'm saying, look,
He steps
I don't
back
care
into
about
you,
these
but
people.
not defensively.
I don't care about these people. Do you have somewhere where I can lay her down? I've been carrying her for a long time. Do you have smelling salts? We need to find out what's going on with her, and I can't do it outside. That's why they let me
You can
in.
lay her down right there.
In the hallway, on the floor?
Right? You are not supposed to be in here.
So I will lay her down, and I was saying, and some supplies, some help. Do you have a first aid kit? You got to have something in there. That's a lab.
He's like, perhaps the security team will have the required first aid materials that you need. I can go fetch them.
Fetch the security team? Fine, go fetch the security team.
Right? So he turns around and starts walking towards the door.
Quick, there's a grove on the other around the corner, dude, with a bunch of cabbage. I say we beat down that hallway. You really want to get caught? It'd be another team like we were running around outside.
What are we gonna do? Run back outside?
And we're not going to fend them off throwing cabbages at them.
We better make up a good story.
Yeah, all right. Well,
So
we got
you-
moments.
Wait.
As he's walking, so everyone realizes what he says. He heard him go to fetch another security team.
Yep.
That it potentially is going to be, machine gun armed men.
Yep.
What are they gonna do? Put us outside with those things?
I don't have a clue.
Why are they growing so much cabbage here?
To survive.
I
Survive
don't
the
have a-
apocalypse outside. They're going to live on
What
kimchi.
Kimchi takes like 6 weeks minimum to make.
Oh. But I say, well, hey, what if we're did anybody get one of the names of one of the other guys that were outside? Those security guys? Maybe they sent us here to be, with the new recruits.
Shit, no, I'm going to lose it. She's down. I'm going to leave it him and grab the doctor.
Okay, so yeah, he's walking. He's not walking hurriedly.
Right,
it's
right.
just-
Right now he thinks I'm calm. I ain't calm anymore.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the workers. Are they all looking out the window at all this happening? Or
about half hour.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to, whatever it takes, 2-3 strides up to him, grab him, spin him around, put him up against the wall.
You definitely have a surprise bonus on him because he's not expecting that. Let's go ahead and do a +4 to your grappling.
Okay. And grappling would be?
It's an unarmed attack. And depending on your success is the type of hold that you get. I was looking at grappling.
So 20.
So 20. That is definitely a success.
Standard success causes strength -2 damage and no hold. A good success causes strength damage and the foe is restrained. And outstanding success adds stymied and vulnerable.
My objective is not to injure him specifically. I'm up for roughing him up. I'm not, smashing him into the wall.
Bash his head in.
Right. My objective is to throw him, and I'm going more for intimidate, less for the effect of damage.
So are you putting him to the ground or up
To
against
the
the
wall.
wall?
To the wall.
Okay. So
Ground, I got a chance to smack in his head. I don't want to do that.
So as he's running, the glass wall or the wall on the
solid
hallway?
wall.
Okay. So
The glass wall's going to be the same problem.
okay. So what happens is all of a sudden you guys are talking. You see Soon just lay down Ayaka and fly at the scientist.
And listen, I've been out all night.
He comes up
I'm
to the scientist,
exhausted.
just locks in the body, picks up, puts him against the wall. Scientist just goes, oh! Breaks his glasses. You see Soon just, get his leg, kick his leg out, the scientist's leg, puts his knee into the back of his knee and his forearm up against the back of the scientist's head.
I thought the other way. I have him with the front. I spin him around and throw him so he's front facing me.
Okay, so yes, so then instead of at first point you kind of
Yeah.
knock him kind of goofy, roll him around,
Checked in
and
the
then
board.
put your forearm up against him, and so
All right, listen. I've been
blood
out.
coming from his nose, glasses are
I've
cracked.
been out. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. I've got a little girl that's lying in this hallway. She needs help. Get me first aid. I have no problem with the security, but get me first aid now.
So he's just like he's stymied, just
All right.
trying to
Well,
catch
no
his
problem.
breath.
I'm going to drag him along the wall because I don't see anything sharp or anything. So I'm going to slice his neck. I'm going to walk him down to the door against the wall.
Okay, so
I'm just carrying him against the wall down towards that door.
what
Sin's
as
the
you
real
go
gangster.
as you go further here,
Yeah.
the door is right here that leads into this lab.
Yep.
This hallway goes down and it goes down like
No, I'm going to the lab door. I'm not going down around the hallway.
Okay.
So, and then I'll take him to the door. Does the door look like it just opens? From my side, does it look like I can just grab the handle?
No, it's keypadded.
All right. Get your keypad, or get your card out, open the door now.
And hand shaking as he grabs his keypad.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the people inside to see if anyone trips an alarm or if they panic. What?
They seem to be shocked. There's about 10 people inside.
I also seem to be shocked.
If they hit a panic button, who's gonna come save
I think
them?
we need to go full bank.
So I'm turning around hollering, Juro, grab Ayaka! The door opened.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so I'm going to open the door. I'm going to bring him inside. Is there a chair?
Oh, plenty.
All right. I'm going to walk him over to the chair, still angry, and sit. And I'm not going to throw him in the chair. I'm going to set him in the chair. First aid. Any of you, first aid kit.
Roll intimidation.
There's my last one. A 9.
So they appear to be too stunned at the sudden act of violence, and no one's moving. They're just looking at you.
Should
All
we
right.
do a full bank heist?
Juro, is she in here? Is there a lab table? Because there's not going to be a gurney.
Oh yeah.
Is there a lab table? Set her up on the table, and at this point, I'm done with everyone. I'm just scanning the room for a first aid. It's going to be on the wall. I'm looking for an eye wash system. It's got to be around
Roll
here.
find.
Any bonuses?
No, but it's going to be an easy test. 8.
All right, so fine. That is going to be a 20.
Oh yeah, like down on the far corner.
So I'm going to go tear the box off the wall. Hopefully it's one of those ones that disengages rather than I'm actually ripping it off the wall.
Doesn't come off.
But I'm going to go and I am going to start working.
You open up so it's like a big cupboard, and so you open it up, and inside's like the universal red duffel bag.
Right, yeah. Grab it, walking over to her.
The defibrillator thing.
Don't need that. Wait,
I'm gonna look for the lab coats that might be hanging up.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? I'm going to do first aid on her.
So he starts doing that. You start looking for lab coats.
Yeah, I'll start scanning the room. Is there lab coats that
Plenty.
I'm gonna grab one and put it on.
So he puts on a lab coat. What do you do, Juro?
If I have a nearby empty chair, I am going to sit in it and take a load off and stretch my injured leg out and kind of assess that while soon as taking a look at Ayaka.
I'm standing by at the door to see if anybody thinks that they're gonna get smart and come in here.
No, everyone seems oddly just shocked at what's going on and just watching you four strange people doing what you're doing. No one seems to be intervening. No one seems to be stopping. Everyone stopped what they're doing and are just...
Do you guys have any idea what's going on out there? As I'm rubbing my leg.
You just ask that to the room in general?
Yeah.
Are they looking at us like we look different?
No, not like you have horns or anything like that. They're more just like...
This doesn't happen in here.
Exactly. It's my boring day, and then all of a sudden something amazing happened, but yet terrifying at the same time. And are they going to do it to me? That's kind of how they're looking at you.
Okay.
It's quiet for a moment as everyone's doing their thing.
Do I need to make a first aid roll, or can I just do it?
No, you can just do it. So you do your primary assessment. You don't seem to feel any additional wounds that haven't been scabbed over. Okay. You actually did find bullet holes, but it didn't seem to pierce her.
So maybe it went through the clothing and glanced off? Possibly.
And so you found about 3 bullet holes in her clothing, but it didn't pierce her.
That's lucky. All right. Well, I'm going to dress the wounds as best I can. Neosporin.
Oh, there's plenty there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a nice first aid kit.
All right.
So no real damaging wounds.
Well, she has some. Just no
she got
new
clawed
ones.
up.
No new
clawed
ones.
a
Yeah,
bit.
she got hella clawed. But
Okay, we can't pass this off as a drill.
so nobody seemed to answer your question, as everyone's still just kind of staring in shock.
I'm going to polish off the rest of my
We'll walk
glass.
over to one of the workers and be like, "Tell me what you're working on here." It's okay. It's just a drill. It's an emergency reaction drill. It'll be over in a minute. But I'm from Weights and Measures. Go ahead and give me an assessment of what you're working on.
Roll persuasion.
It is a very hard difficulty.
Oh, nice start.
It's
We can't do combat for shit, but boy, we can do everything
We
else.
can intimidate and
So-
persuade up and
So
down
that's
the
a
street.
21. And I'm gonna add a little more to that. I'm gonna spend that last chip.
Oh, God.
21. Okay, 25.
31.
Oh, 31.
Yep.
So 31's better. That's 10. And we're doing intimidate. Yeah.
Persuade.
Well, I don't have that. So what's that?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Okay, that's a 16.
The linseeds.
With cabbage.
What? She's like high pitched squawk. Goes, what?
Do I know what a linseed is? Probably not. I dropped out of high
Isn't
school.
that the oil that's on us?
Which you used to use on leather, yeah.
Say, I know. See, you smell me, right? I haven't keyed out of what a linseed is. I'm like, for the cabbage, I get it. All right, good. Prognosis, huh? Photosynthetic reports.
So that seemed to like shake everybody back into reality, and so people now kind of start not looking around in panic, but just start looking around, and the scientists are looking around assessing. She starts looking at you,
Calculating.
And says, "Doctor, answer the question, please."
and she sees your clothes underneath the coat, and said, "What are you people doing here?
I rode my bike to work. Hey,
Did you hurt? Did you hurt Dr. Izuku?"
No, he's fine.
He's just taking deep breaths, but kind of coming down from the shock.
He's fine.
He's like, what are you doing here? This is authorized area. You are not supposed to be here.
Yes, I understand that. We had an injured girl. Any of you have children in here? No, of course you don't.
Also,
You're
we
lifetimers.
were chased here through a hole in your wall by zombie things. We did not come here because we wanted to.
How was there a hole in the wall?
There's a hole in your wall.
We don't know how it's there. We just know it's there.
So if you
Looks like something got out.
if you tell me one more time that we're not supposed to be here, I'm going to knock you out.
Roll intimidate.
Nice.
27.
What is that?
21.
So the kind of condescending sneer that she had just immediately stops, and then she's like, "What do you want?"
We came here for refuge. We came here to escape what's outside.
You've seen them?
What do you mean have we seen them? They're everywhere.
At that, you can see like
The Shan and she.
People are kind of like looking at each other. Some have knowing smiles, some have surprised looks, and she's like, "How effective are they?"
Mother.
Excuse me?
Oh, God, I'm going to have heard that, right?
I knew it.
How effective? I'm going to turn around from Ayaka. How effective? The entire city is down.
Completely overrun.
She kind
They
of
took
backs up
out
just like a couple steps
everything.
back, hides their smile.
Right? They're all high-fiving. High-fiving behind each other.
I'm gonna shish kebab her heart with my katana.
Shank.
She's done.
All right.
I gave the katana to the right person.
Fuck!
No, but hold on a minute. She's not expecting it, so there might be bonuses. We'll see what happens.
If it's check your favorite.
8.
Combat.
8.
So you like just in one fluid motion, just like a samurai practicing aijitsu, just clear it and cut right up across her chest. It was so precise, it cuts the clothes, and you can see a red line forming, but it didn't eviscerate or open her up. And so she screams and drops to her knees.
Good enough.
Zoro.
So I can barely breathe.
So you want to tell me what you're working on?
So at this point, everyone is just, kind of hands up, stunned silence. What do you guys do?
You did this. All of you created those things. The jumping vampire, the Zhangqi. So that's you. That's this office.
It was her job.
Who hired you to do this?
Kanama.
There's that name again.
What's Kanama?
Kanawa.
Kanawa.
She kind of like looks up. You see confusion, like genuine confusion through the pain in her face. Kanama.
All right. So if you started this, reverse it.
She stops.
Do you have a cure?
She's like, it can't be reversed.
What do you mean? You created something. So what if one of you gets infected? Then what?
That would be impossible.
Why would it be impossible for you to get infected?
We've been inoculated.
Oh, good. We're gonna need some of those.
With what?
Cabbage.
At that point, she
Good
realizes
seed
it said too much, and she kind of looks up.
Just give it seppuku.
I'm all, well, you might find it interesting that my homeboy over here has been bit by one of them things, so you might want to come up with some concoction real quick to set him free.
She looks up.
You're like bumpkin accent, even though you're from Japan.
I'm not feeling very well.
One's been bit.
What?
One's been bit?
Yep, that's right.
I mean, the girl on the table has obviously been ravaged by these.
It's not me. I was not bit.
Who's been bit?
That guy right there.
That girl on the table right there.
Oh.
So she's like on her hands and on her hand and knees, one hand kind of propped up, like holding the cutter her clothing, and she says, "Hey, see?"
Yes, I will say yes, but I am now getting up. I am walking around the room. What I'm looking for, because I've seen those movies, I'm looking for the big refrigerator that has all the little test
all
tubes.
the little vials.
There's a whole bunch of vials that are all exactly the same,
Right.
and have some symbol on it. Because
Little spinning machine, you know.
right.
Yeah,
So-
you find there's definitely one of those around.
Microscope.
So is this the inoculant here? You?
So she's
No, not to her. Just to the closest one to me.
oh, is that
You? Is this the inoculant?
EA? No,
Where is it?
it's not at this facility. And so
Yeah,
the
I
doctor
pulled down my sleeve and shown her my shoulder.
she reaches out, and then one hand kind of starts,
What's the lady with the big cut down her front?
Yeah.
exactly.
and like
She's a scientist first.
who's watching her?
I'm watching her.
You see her face just kind of go from pain to one of awe, and you see her mouth something.
What are you saying over there?
What?
Say what again?
Feeling?
They speak English or what?
Speak Japanese or what?
Oh, fuck.
This bitch is annoying.
And she's like, I didn't say anything.
You said what?
After you asked me a question, I didn't
What did you
understand.
say? I saw your lips move. What did you say? Start talking.
I'm going to walk back over to them. This is getting interesting.
Is he going to turn into one of those things? Or can you say
No.
him?
No.
Oh, he's not.
See, I told
She
you guys.
reaches
it was-
out and
it's
touches
not
again.
that bad.
Well, why are you touching it?
It's fascinating.
Like I said, we're
I look at Juro.
we
Juro, sorry.
We must be immune, like I said. See, I mean, it feels fine. I still have a whole range of motion.
As this is going on, you guys' conversation is going on. You can hear other mutterings amongst the people, other scientists.
All right, so I'm walked back over to where they're at. I'm standing behind her.
About this point, they've kind of like all the action. They've all kind of huddled into a group on the side.
Around him or to themselves?
No, to themselves, like backing up in the corner.
So I'm going to come over to her. I'm not threatening or anything. I'm going to ask her, is it possible that he's immune?
You don't know, do you?
No,
No,
we
what?
don't. And now I'm looking a little angrier.
I do not know if I am the one that should tell you.
There's no one else who's going to. Speak.
I've spoken too much already. What can I do for you?
If you don't
You
tell
can
me,
answer
I'll
the
kill
damn
you.
question.
I'm going to pull my pistol out and stick it to her face and go, you remember anything now?
Roll intimidate.
Now I'm going to try and intimidate. Somebody's going to start talking. All right, 15.
This is going to be very easy, so
All right,
plus 4.
2, okay, so that's 6 to my intimidate. That's going to be a 15.
So you're like, do you remember now? She's like,
Yeah.
Storm Knight.
Oh, Storm Knight.
What's a
Hope she
storm
pees her
knight?
pants.
He
Yeah.
is.
What?
What's a Storm Knight? What is it?
You really don't know.
No, we do not know.
What was your first clue?
I'm going to look over real quick at the guy that I threw, that's sat in the chair. Is he still there or is he with the group?
No, he's still there. So the female doctor that she sliced but didn't kill, and the
Him.
the lead scientist is sitting in the chair. The others are
Everyone
kind of
else
huddled.
is-
Yes.
And they're not like looking for a red button. They're all...
Yeah, they're just kind of all muttering at each other, keeping
Yeah,
an eye on you,
okay.
watching this unfold. I mean, you get the feeling that there is not one fight in these people.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's exactly what I got.
And so the scientist, he's sitting down. He's like, "You are Storm Knights if you haven't been infected from a bite."
And what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Is that something you guys did?
I'm not trying to be condescending, so please forgive me, but are you familiar with the concept of alternate realities?
I am.
Tell me.
I write a lot of sci-fi and fantasy novels.
So, what you believe to be science fiction may not be. There are other realities out in the Cosmverse.
Say what?
Keep going.
I find this very interesting.
Your planet is being occupied by one of those realities.
By what reality?
By the one we're in now.
That has jumping vampires.
Is that what they're being called?
That's what they're.
Zhang-Chi.
The
That's what
Zhang-Chi,
we've been
that-
told.
That's what all of the emergency broadcasts are calling them.
Kind of nods approvingly and says, "Seems appropriate."
Do you guys not have radios down here? Or here? How are you so unaware of everything going on in the city?
We are working here.
Well, I get that, but I mean, shouldn't you be paying attention to what's happening if you're this interested in my bite mark?
That is not. It's not our place to pay attention. It's our place to do the bidding of Kanawa.
There's that name again. Who is Kanawa?
The Kanawa Corporation.
What is the Kanawa Corporation?
A corporation like any other.
What do they make? What do they produce? What do they run?
Besides cabbage.
Everything. They're building the future.
How long have they been
Building the future.
building the future?
In this reality or theirs?
Give me
Start
both
with-
answers.
Yeah, start with ours and then go to yours. Theirs. Go to theirs.
Wait, are you trying to tell me these people are from another time? Let's
Another
start looking
reality?
around.
Lace is what I get.
Kanawa's been here for approximately
Sorry.
6 months now?
6 months.
How long's the construction site been here, Ko?
Do I know how long the construction site's been here?
Maybe about 5 months.
That sounds about right.
Go on.
And so I was sent to help establish the research labs, and we've been here, and throughout the time we've gotten more people, and then when the new reality set in, we were here.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Wait, so so you're friends with these other things from another reality is what you're saying?
We are the other reality.
So
You're-
you brought them.
So we're on Earth. What do you call it where you're from?
Home? I mean, what? I don't understand.
What's the name of your home?
It's Kanawa.
So Kanawa's invaded, and we're walking in the bee's nest.
We are.
We're walking in the queen bee's nest. Mm-hmm. This Kanawa person. How did you get here?
I was brought here.
By.
I understand, but how? Airplane, a spaceship, the TARDIS.
Stargate.
He kind of frowns and he's like, I'm trying to explain it in a manner in which wouldn't overwhelm you. The people who know how to operate within the realities have ways to travel to other realities. They're called a bridge.
Okay.
You could have said you got here by a bridge.
Yeah, something that goes from there to here.
Bridge, we understand those. We have those here.
Very good. So there was a bridge from the Kanawa, my reality, into yours.
Who built the bridge?
Kanawa.
When did the bridge come here?
I was brought here about 6 months, and then
On the bridge?
through a smaller one. But when the entirety of the reality came to Earth today,
That
About
must
what
have been
time?
the earthquake.
About 6 hours ago?
Would that be pretty accurate?
hi. So that's
I'm just going to say I mentioned this.
So why are you here?
to foster and grow the linseed.
The linseed. What's it for?
I don't think this is the same thing we know. We use linseed to fix leather. What is the linseed you speak of?
He kind of just inadvertently looks down to where the greenhouse was, and then looks back at you. It's like, I've answered your questions. I do not. It's not my place to go against Kanawa. I cannot. And you
What?
can say genuine fear.
Yeah, I get it.
So looking around, are there like cameras in this room or anything?
No,
There-
there's not.
Like no surveillance.
No surveillance.
How many people are in this building?
I don't know. We only have 10 in this lab, and then we're escorted out when we need to rest and food is brought to us.
You stay here. You live here.
Well, we're escorted out to the sleeping quarters.
Where are the sleeping quarters? Out your door to the left?
No, he's over on the other side.
Okay. And I'm going to look over real quick. How is Ayaka doing? Does she seem to have any change at all?
No, so, I mean, you bandaged up the wounds, cleaned out the ones that you can, wiped away the dried blood. what'd you get on your first aid roll?
I do not remember.
So,
I apologize. I will roll again. I got an 18.
So her breathing is steady. Cap refill's good. So the basic ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation, seems to be fine.
Okay, she's just not up yet.
She's not up yet. Potentially, you know that when she went down, she hit her head. So it could just be...
And I'm not a medical person, so I've done everything I know I can do.
I say I got a question. Where you come from, does Kanawa and Storm Knights get along?
Sometimes it's possible for knights to become stormers and work for Kanawa as well.
Well, who's in charge?
Kanawa!
Can we meet Kanawa? Is Kanawa here?
Take us to him.
I think the look on his face has got to be classic.
There's... Kanawa is everywhere.
Oh, great. So it's got to be
Existential
one
being,
too many,
yeah.
you know, all-seeing force, you know.
It's like
Too many
the
sci-fi
Jehovah's
movies.
Witnesses just
Right.
came from outer space.
Yeah.
Kanawa is not a person. Kanawa is the company.
Oh.
Who owns the company?
I do not know.
Who's in charge of this facility?
Well, I am the head scientist in charge of the linseed.
Who
but
do
I
you
don't-
speak to?
The guards, the Kanawa security.
So that's who you report to?
I
And you're here currently taking care of the linseed, and I have my air quotes going, the linseed, right? What would happen if the linseed had an accident? I mean, is that bad?
What do you mean an accident?
What if the Jiangxi got in and tore up the cabbages, the linseed?
It kind of smiles at that when you say Shangxi. It's like, they wouldn't harm the linseed.
Why not?
That is not what they are attracted to.
What are they attracted to?
You.
Storm Knights?
Or the living.
So you as well.
I have been inoculated.
So they wouldn't be attracted to you with the inoculation? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I haven't been tested with one, but that is the working theory.
You don't have any inoculations here.
EA, we are not in charge of the inoculation.
You could order some. You're the head scientist. You could order some, right?
Well, we could craft some, but it takes time.
Well, how long?
A week?
Didn't someone have a Molotov cocktail?
I got 5 of them.
we have a bunch. This is where I'm going, but I'm not telling him that.
Okay.
So if let's say something happened to Lindsay, what if, for example, the Jiangxi got in and started a fire in the linseed room?
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Humor me. Something happens to linseed, then what?
Well, they don't have the cognitive ability to start a fire.
Help me out, guys.
I do. You see this? This is called a Molotov cocktail. Don't know you have those where you're from? When I light this rag here, it sets things on fire when it explodes. There goes your linseeds.
I understand the principle, but why would you do that?
What
Why
do the
wouldn't
linseed
Look at the rest
do?
of you.
Why wouldn't we do that?
What does the linseed do?
Why shouldn't we do that?
Does the linseed birth those things, the Jiangxi?
I think I have spoken too much.
No, I don't think you have.
All right, Co, go light them up.
I almost want to light all those scientists up. Just like, I'm going pure chaos, light one up, throw it in their little lab room, and shut the door.
Like
Look.
after all the people they are responsible for killing today, I don't.
They
think
just
that would be-
admitted they did it.
Next words out of your mouth better be some real Mark Twain shit, because it's going to be engraved on your tombstone.
Who?
I'm going to toss a Molotov cocktail to you, and then I'm going to head out the room. I'm heading to the greenhouse.
What are you doing?
I don't turn back. I don't look.
I think what he's doing is potentially the linseed's going to have an accident, unless you can tell us what the linseed is.
Don't do that.
Why?
Kanawa will be upset.
I get that. Why else?
What do you want?
We want to know what it does.
If I tell you, will you not harm the linseed?
I can't promise that, but I can do my best to stop him. But you've got the length of the hallway.
Make a persuasion roll.
That's pretty good. That is going to be a 14.
And looking at you, looking at just back and forth, just starting to almost, hyperventilate.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm heading down the hallway.
He's already winding the hallway, yeah.
Wait, I'll tell you.
Do I
I'm going
hear
to
that?
open the door. Code, hold on a second.
Okay, I stop. Come back.
He sits down, just... we create a toxin using the linseed as the base. And that's what starts the incubation of the virus that turns those infected into... What did you call them? Shangshi?
Zhongxi.
It's not what we want to do. It's what we must do.
Or,
I implore you to
or
understand.
else.
Hi.
That I understand.
Torch him.
No! Like terror in his eyes.
So I pull the rag out of the Molotov cocktail and I douse him with the oil, with the booze. And I say, look, something's going up in flames in here. It's either going to be you, if you don't give us the answers we need, or it's going to be your greenhouse.
What answers? You don't even need to make a roll.
Right.
What answers? I told you.
I don't know
told
what
you.
answers to ask the Code. Do you have something more you want? You need to know?
I think everybody in here is gonna die today.
I mean, it seems like they're admitting that they're responsible for everything that's gone on. So
And they're being compelled to do so. So even if they didn't want to, they're being compelled. So everybody in here is dying.
Maybe you could bring the security guys down or have them throw down their weapons. How's that sound?
We can call the security.
Then they're gonna come down here and shoot us. Good job.
Is this bulletproof glass?
I don't know.
Okay, so guys, out of game. I have no idea what we're going to do next. I will tell you that for my character, I'm thinking we burn the linseed. I'm not up for
Absolutely.
burning people, but I'm out of character. We're out of character right now.
Maybe burn
I
them,
think we burn the cabbages. That's
And then
my
we head back out.
Yeah. But after it's on fire, I have no idea
at
where
that point,
to go.
what? Right. What do we do? Do
I don't
we
know what the
accomplish
next step
anything
is.
by burning these things, or is it just revenge because it's already been done? Is
Well-
it to stop something from happening in the future?
Well, I know,
This
no,
sounds like in character.
this is in character stuff.
All right,
Because
so I'm
this-
back in
yeah.
character.
So
I mean, this is a good in character discussion.
perhaps if we torch all the linseed, it'll prevent these
Doc whimpers.
these guys from benefiting Kanawa. Therefore,
Well, that just
allowing us
means
to make a
that
stand.
just means that Kanawa's going to kill them for letting it happen. That's what about? So if the linseed is destroyed, is there any
Eyes wide.
more? Yeah. Is there any more? Is there anywhere else that you can bring more from? Can you make more?
So he kind of stops and thinks, and so
And I'm gonna reach over. I'm sure there's a towel somewhere or a lab coat. I'm gonna hand it to him for the dripping oil.
he's like holding the coat, looking at you.
I'm gonna make the motion to wipe himself.
I suspect that the new reality is already in place. Therefore, Kanawa would have other supplies.
We needed to burn what's here
and
burn the rest of it in this entire area.
we need to find others that aren't affected. Let her know that we need to fight against these Kanawa folks.
What we need to do is make more storm knights. How do we do that? I'm gonna look right at him.
I don't know if you can.
Well, you said you're inoculated, so you're a stormer or a storm knight?
I don't think so.
What's the difference between someone who's inoculated and the Storm Knight?
One has been inoculated and the other hasn't.
I find it hard to believe they don't have any of that serum laying around.
I know if this
not
guy is
bringing new people in
if this
every day,
corporation
there's no
is so
reason
total. Boy, I can't speak. If this corporation is this totalitarian, then yeah, I absolutely don't believe it would be here.
Well, they're
It's
not
something
coming
that
to
can hold
this
over.
reality and hiring new people from the general populace and then inoculating. There's no reason at this point in the game
to have
for
any
them to
more.
inoculate
right?
new people.
They're just bringing them from their reality. I get that.
I say I got a question. Could a serum or antidote be derived from your blood since you've been inoculated?
No, EA. The inoculation is not based off of a blood-borne pathogen like what you're talking about.
What is it?
He goes into a very complicated spiel about.
Oh look at our scientists, our neighborhood
Scientist is a sci-fi writer.
I'm a sci-fi writer.
Scientists we got, all right.
The closest thing we have. I love it.
I write books. I don't do science.
You don't know what he's talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Do you? So you don't have even one vial of the serum here. It would take you a week to make it.
Hi.
We could hang out.
The culture has to be grown, and it has to be incubated, and then it has to be mixed properly under the right conditions.
And those conditions could be done here?
Hi.
Are we camping out for
Are we camping out
Hanging out for a week? I don't think we can sit in here for a week without them guards rolling by at some point.
I don't know either. I don't have an answer. If we could get an inoculant, we could take it to somebody maybe?
I'm going to go over to the group that's grouped up in the back corner. I'm going to go to him. Is he telling the truth?
So they kind of... I mean, all of them nod, and then a few of them are like, I mean, he's not trying to deceive you.
My guess is as good as yours.
All right. So I say at this point, what do we do? What are our options?
We torch this place and abandon it and move on to someplace safer. But that puts us back outside.
That puts us back outside, and I don't know that there's necessarily a safer place short of the security guards. I feel pretty safe in here.
How many?
I don't look at him. You feel pretty safe in here, right?
Why would we be attacked?
There you go.
How many security guards are there living here?
I do not know. We've only ever spoken to Commander Iziki.
Ah, who's that? One of the security guards?
Do I recognize that name from being in the group that came to get us?
Roll mind.
Nice.
Maybe we should just leave the door open when we leave and test their...
I have no idea. I've never heard the name in my life.
Oh.
It's possible, but maybe not.
Right. So again, options here. Eventually, the security guard's going to come down, and we're going to run out of options.
Was there a way for us to get it contracted under something in paper, something on paper and writing that says, "Hey, look, these are guests on the premises, for the next week." There's something where the guards aren't going to just do us in it's on site kind of thing.
I'm watching the doctor. He's got exactly that look on his face.
They're going to quarantine us.
He looks at you like
to lab beds,
is he
and they're going to study us.
I raise my shoulders.
I want to exhaust all options, right? Try to find an easy way out of this, something amicable.
No.
So you're not going to make it. So you wouldn't make a antidote for us anyway.
There is no antidote.
There is no antidote.
The inoculant.
You're Storm Knights. Why would you need it?
Why would we need it? That's a great question.
My mom is not a Storm Knight.
No,
I
we
still
do
don't know
not.
what happened to
So
her.
then we don't need it. Oh, so okay, then why? Then we're not worried. We'll torch the place. I say torch the place.
All right, so that's one option. I know what your vote is. I'm pointing at the doctor. I know what your vote is. Anyone else? Here's my thinking. If we can get the inoculant, there has to be people out there that aren't like us that haven't been destroyed yet. It gives us something to give them.
Yeah.
Potentially, maybe there's an authority that's not this Kanawa person that we can find. I mean, again, this requires us heading out, but I'm not averse to torching the linseed, but it does not sound like that's going to do anything except slow this facility down and sign I'm pointing at the groups, their death warrant. Anyone else have thoughts?
I also suggest we consider testing their inoculation on our way out by leaving the door open.
Well, I think we directly test it. I think we take them outside.
I agree.
Once we leave.
We're forgetting about one thing, that meat grinder of a gun turret sitting on top of the fence. Can they shut that off? Can you shut that off?
Can you shut off the turret?
I do not know how.
Okay.
Can you tell security to shut it off?
Why would they listen to him to do it? He's inside and he's not allowed outside.
And there's no windows in this place,
No,
right?
no.
Man, think tank. All right. Well, are there any vehicles around here?
Whatever was outside.
Security doesn't have any vehicles
Probably.
Again, he goes from this lab
to the sleeping
to the
quarters.
bathroom, sleeping quarters, and back. That's the entirety. They are wage slaves.
Yeah. But he's the head scientist.
He's the head wage slave
of
this facility.
Of this facility, not just this lab, so
Right.
the whole facility. He's worth something to them.
Nah,
Maybe.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Is there an underground part of this facility that goes anywhere else?
If there is, I have not been in there.
Because again, he's been down the hallway to the
Yeah.
to the bedroom and back.
Got it.
Maybe we should just take scientists here with us and head on back out.
You have the knowledge of how to make it. What do you need to make the inoculant?
So
what things specifically?
he starts kind of as he starts getting ready to lay off like basic, like Bunsen burner, everything, things to mix, heat source, starts laying off things like that. All of a sudden, you guys hear like ka-ting, just something hard hit against the outside wall or door.
Door or wall? That's a big difference.
Can't tell from where you are.
If we look at the door, is there anything there? Because there was a window in it, we could see that, right?
So but there's nothing on the banging on the door to the lab.
All right.
I said, what was that?
Probably the Zhongxi. Almost a hint of like anticipation and excitement.
Maybe it's time to test that theory.
I'm thinking that, if they don't go after him quickly, then because we may have time for you to test that.
Bang! Just something slam hard again.
And do we? What I'm trying to do is now figure out where it's slamming. Outside wall.
Somebody better go take a look at the door and see if it's damaged.
We can see that. We can literally see the door to the lab.
Right.
Yes.
But we can look out to the door that goes outside, right?
That's not.
No.
That's not what's banging. Oh. And if you recall what Kiku said, it's like solid hard. Or like
it's not like see-through. It's not like the glass lab where you can like look through across the floor.
No. So the hallway so you came in through this hallway. So you came in through this hallway right here.
Yeah,
this was the T intersection.
Yep.
So this is the lab. All this is glass.
I made a mistake.
Just that
all
side.
this is glass.
Yep.
Oh.
So
it's either banging down the hallway that we went in or the back wall.
What you can't tell is if it's banging down this way, banging over here, or banging out here.
Okay.
Somebody open that door, lean your head out, try and figure out where that banging is. I'm going to be back to the doctor. So, besides the obvious things, the cooking, what do you need as ingredients? What things do you have to have that would not be here in this, did you say reality?
Hey, this reality. So,
right.
as he start talking with you...
So, what wouldn't be here?
So, he's talking.
Yep.
Who goes to look out
I'm
the door?
going to drag one of the other people in front of me, and I'm going to go outside and take a look.
So, they scream.
They can scream all I want, I don't care.
So, I need you to roll grappling.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grapple. I'll try to grab a thin one. All right, let's see. So 15.
Yeah, so you pick a smaller one. So female, just you reach over, grab her hair, or excuse me, grab her arm. She goes to pull away. You hook up, grab her underneath, and then grab her hair and just drag her out.
Come on, we're going outside, you and me.
She's screaming and trying to push against you or pull away, but you have her locked in tight, so you're forcing her to go.
All right, I'll pull my gun out and put it in her bag and tell her to shut up. There you go.
It starts walking.
Start moving, yeah. I've got a hold of her.
Don't even need to roll intimidation.
We're going outside to kind of take a look around. I want this as an insurance policy.
So you go outside the door. Do you go to the hallway, or do you go to the hallway that you haven't explored yet?
I'm going to go out to the hallway the way we came and look down that way.
So when you look down that way, you can see the door forced in. Very reminiscent of what you've seen at the toy curio shop.
Okay.
Boom! Something hits it hard again.
Oh boy. All right. I slowly bring her back. I say, yeah, it's coming through the door that we came through, and it's making good progress. We were thinking something quick.
So her eyes are wide with like terror, and you hear her say, "Yokai."
Who?
Yokai.
Who the hell's that?
Yokai. She's like, "We're gonna die."
Maybe there's something else.
Well, if I got anything to say about it, right? Well, why don't we let them call security and they deal with that threat?
I still need an answer. Did he give me an answer?
Oh yeah.
All right. And what? Basically, I'm expecting him to say we need linseed, we need these things. Is there anything we need that's not in our reality?
Well, it's an interesting point. He kind of like goes into like debate mode. He's like, you're in your reality, but yet this reality has set in. So
I get you. Let's go a different way. What's in this lab that's not going to be in the high school lab that you need? Don't go into the Bunsen burner thing specifically.
Well, but I'm trying to explain that this is the new reality. Everything is here.
So high school's going to have.
So all I need is you.
I think that's what
you can make it yourself. You don't need any of these other ones here.
No.
All right. Well, when you come back around and come in.
So what do you do?
So I drag the girl back.
She does not fight. She she doesn't fight to pull away, but she's very hurriedly going with you.
I said, yeah, that thing's coming through the door that we came through. We got to think of something fast.
Well, one of the things we're going to do is test if the inoculant works.
What if they just ignore the people that are inoculated and ignore the people that aren't?
He called
Then we'll
this
know it
thing
works.
something different, for one. So they may be inoculated.
Kokai.
What is
The yokai.
yeah.
Call it the Kokai.
Kokai? What's a
He called it
kokai?
a yokai.
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 What's a yokai?
And so at this point, you see when you ask that, the scientists in the back that are huddled together, now full-blown fear. The doctor and the woman who...
Is this the thing that made the creepy noise when we were in the
Probably.
shop with the guy,
Probably.
the old man?
And do we recognize the word yokai at all?
I've never
So
heard
the old man who you're talking to, that like the head scientist, his eyes are definitely fearful.
What is a yokai?
Like, yeah, a yokai.
Is it Shang-Chi?
Yes, but a mistake of Shang-Chi.
A mistake you made?
Unknown what the mistake is. It just
Oh, that's
the woman who you have like
Hey, why you guys
screams
hey, why you
and
guys
drops
afraid?
down to her knees.
Hey, why are you afraid if you're inoculated?
Boom! Again, you
what
hear
I'm
that
curious.
sound.
We said we're all going to die, so obviously they believe their inoculation.
And you're not inoculated against the yokai.
the
Say
yokai.
it, yes or no. You're not inoculated against the yokai.
I mean, he heard a yokai scream.
Yeah.
He's not even paying attention to you anymore.
Okay, I don't know what we do, guys,
We
but
can head upstairs.
I say we grab him, we leave them.
All right.
Well, there's no upstairs. We head down this hallway, see what's the next thing we can find, and we keep moving.
All right.
We need to get Ayaka too.
Oh yeah, she's in the hallway, isn't she?
No, she's in here.
No, Ayaka is
in
on the
here.
yeah.
So I'm gonna grab Ayaka.
I'm gonna head out.
You-
I'm gonna
somebody
take a
grab
Molotov
him.
and throw it down the hallway where we came.
Where are you going,
Maybe they're
Ko?
afraid of. No, I'm just bouncing it, around the corner. Something.
Everybody roll. Is there roll perception?
I'm trying to
love
lay
mine.
down some.
None of us have chips. Motherfuckers.
Is that cocked? That's cocked. Oh, 1. That's nice.
Yeah, that's 2 of us.
14.
2 blunders on the initiative.
I have a fail.
I have a calamity or
So
whatever.
you guys are focusing like on like
both
you're
rolled
talking about and debating throwing the throwing the Molotov,
well,
what you're gonna
getting
do,
Ayaka.
getting distracted by everyone else. You kind of focus and you realize something's inside.
Hey, something. That gun turret must
I
have
can
ran out of
hear
bullets.
It broke through.
Feet on the linoleum or something.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
So something's running down.
I pull my sword out and I get ready.
And so people start screaming at the doctor, and about that time, what you guys see is,
We got Storm Knights.
yes, you are.
You can say it now.
By the way, Storm Knights, without possibilities, not a single one.
So what you see is 2 figures, like just clad in, or not clad, but just completely muscular, maybe standing about 6'2", just long strangly hair, long claws on the end of its fingers, just ripped muscles, just not quite like Lou Ferrigno, but just shredded, defined musculature with a but yet like the cordage and the muscles just rippling with each movement, gaunt and emaciated, like the rib cage is protruding out, fangs that are coming down, glowing eyes, just slobber and spittle and sputum mixed with blood coming out from its mouth, and just looks around and sees movement inside of the lab, and these 2 things start running for the door.
Hey, maybe we can lock that door.
It got in the front door. Are
Yeah,
you
I
kidding
guess
me?
it did. It's not like tempered glass or anything,
So it's outside this door.
It is now running to get inside the lab. Both of them are.
Okay.
Are they moving fast?
Here's our chance to test the inoculation.
Initiative.
Here we go. Oh boy, this is not good.
Okay, so
Villains
villains
go first.
Of course they do.
So now who was standing by the door? So you were getting ready to go out. Were you
I'm grabbing Ayaka.
So you're going towards Ayaka?
No, I've been the whole time we were talking. I was grabbing her.
Okay. And then where are you guys at?
I was near Ayaka.
I hollered
In a chair,
in
but
that time. I hollered,
one
somebody
stood.
grab him.
Yeah.
Grab the doctor.
Okay, and where were you? So
I
you
can grab the
you
doctor.
stood your time. Were you close, ready to take the threat? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So there's a
You
chance.
probably get a chip for that. Just I want to take one with a sword.
Well, I think we're both heavily wounded, and neither of you guys.
Oh, well, I went around the corner to peek at the door and was busted open. Or we were like.
No, you heard him coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
It was obvious.
You were like while they were arguing, and you like stopped and was listening to the noise. You heard the hinges break and heard them running down. Heard the slavering.
And I pulled my sword out because I just knew.
Knew you're gonna have to fight.
Maybe we can feed them some of those cabbage heads. It'll calm them down a little bit.
Okay.
Linseed.
So
Burn 'em a little?
Dave,
Yeah.
one on you. Shan.
Oh, those things
one
really get
on
a chance.
you.
They're just like, hey, okay. All right.
So Shan, on you first.
So it busts
Okay.
through that front door.
yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
it busted through the
All right.
front door.
That thing didn't even take any damage when I shot it.
You're using your katana. So what is your armed combat, melee combat,
Melee weapons?
melee weapon?
10? What the? Where are you getting?
Is he asking?
I
Are you
see.
asking the melee defense?
Yeah,
Whenever you
you're
ask
asking
that?
for melee weapons, but I also have a melee defense.
is melee weapons.
Yes.
Right. But
yeah. Melee defense. Sorry, just get
I'm just-
different vernacular.
yeah.
Melee defense. I apologize.
But I also have a +2 because I'm wearing body armor.
That's for toughness.
Okay.
Yeah. So your melee defense,
10.
because that's what you're using to defend in the attack. You're using your katana and melee weapon. So he hits.
makes sense.
So he just slavers through. The speed on which this thing moves is, definitely what you weren't expecting. That it just seems to step all of a sudden. You know, it's coming through the door and then just fast burst. It's right in front of you, swinging.
Vampire.
What is your toughness? Plus the defense.
8.
So 8. Okay, that is going to be.
Call
okay.
security. Call security.
Yeah, right. I call security.
Yeah, so this thing comes in and deals 2 wounds, 4 shock to you.
Duh.
Boom.
I have no more wounds.
Ooh, oh no.
So
Kiku
what you
fell
guys,
down.
so the ones that see, just Kiku draws her sword, is getting ready to attack, and just with this blinding speed, this creature just hones in right at her, and just with the ferocity that no one's really prepared to accept, just rakes both hands, just comes
Kiku,
across
no.
her body, and she doesn't even scream and just kind of collapses down. You can spend possibility to soak.
What possibility?
We're drained.
Man.
We used it all on intimidating people.
Yeah.
And climbing across the construction site.
The one on you.
None of us have possibilities.
Can I use the full defense as my action at this time, or do I gotta wait?
You don't have an action yet because they went
You
first.
don't have an action yet.
Okay. My defense is 14.
Nice.
I roll a 35.
Oh, cool. That doesn't sound good.
Might be bad.
This could leave a mark.
So that is well above
Oh, what?
outstanding. So the bonus, the damage dice.
Yeah, that's not good.
You're gonna get ripped apart.
What is your toughness?
My toughness is 11.
Is that with your armor?
Yes.
Okay. So that is, wow. These things are brutal. That is 3 wounds.
There you go. Sayonara. I go down. Boom, boom, boom.
3 wounds, 6 shock.
Okay. Well, I got 3 wounds, so the shock doesn't really matter. Yeah.
So, Barry, Josh, what do you guys do?
So they've mashed through the front.
They came right through they smashed through the outer door, ran down, slavering, seen movement inside, ran to the front doors of the
Lab.
lab. The 2 that were there ready to fight, they took out first
Just
round.
instantly.
One
Yeah.
shot at us, yeah.
So, Juro, grab him. Let's move behind the rest of these fools while they're attacking them. We run the hallway. And I'm going to hold my action, holding Ayaka. My objective is, as soon as they move towards the scientist, I'm holding perfectly still. As soon as they move towards the scientist, I want to run down the hallway towards what we think is going to be the sleeping area.
Can we lock them in here somehow?
There's no door. They just ripped it off.
yeah,
They just tore it open.
So what I'll need for you is you have to get away from their sight. And so I'm going to need you to do a stealth roll.
Is there a fire extinguisher on the wall anywhere?
You can spend your turn to look for one.
So, stealth and dexterity.
Yes.
So that's an 18.
So when they were engaged in there, you like just dump down behind one of the tables and hope that's enough to hide you.
Yep, that's all I can do.
And Josh, what is Juro doing?
But we both have to make immediate strength tests when we lose the rest of our wounds. But we've both did those tests.
We'll do that at the end of the round.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And remember, I've hollered to you, grab the doctor.
Yeah, I had the doctor, but then all this stuff happened, and then.
So what are you doing?
I don't know. I guess I'll look for the doctor and try to follow soon.
So you look, and then do you try to hide as well, like Soon did?
Yeah.
So you pull the doctor. He more than willingly goes, thinks that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And go ahead and roll stealth.
my one die that's not rolling 1 to 5 every turn. So -6 on stealth 3.
So
Oh, nice.
yeah, that's not gonna make it.
There's a lot of targets of opportunity in this room. So
Yeah.
maybe he won't go after us.
So everybody go and put Destiny card into
we
the action.
don't
pool.
get to. We're out.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So now at the end of the
Where's
turn,
the freaking martyr card when you need it?
Yeah. But see now the thing, the
Martyr
reason
card
why
is
I was saying we
actually
should drink
in
this
Kiku's
beer because
hand.
if we fail on
I
that,
don't
we
have it.
immediately
not anymore?
take
I
an action
discarded
and I
it.
got wounded
And
as a last heroic
it's in the
ditch
deck
effort
somewhere. Yeah.
to do something and tip the scales.
but you didn't have nothing to soak.
No, not soaking. Here. But it allows us a whole action. So, like, maybe we can kill one of these things before we, bite the farm.
That's a bunch of mixed metaphors.
Yeah.
Throw together.
Sorry. You know what I mean?
We know what you mean exactly.
And if we fail it, so we make a strength test of the target number of 10, and if we fail it, then we die. But we also, at that same time, we get one last full action as part of our heroic last-ditch effort without any wound modifiers or anything before we expire.
Huh.
Yeah,
Cool.
which is kind of cool. That which
So,
could
is it optional or do you just have to take it? And if you fail it,
Well, it says you do it immediately when you lose your last wound. You immediately make this strength test to see whether you got killed from that attack or you just went unconscious or that kind of thing.
Huh.
But if we're gonna die, we get to go down shooting.
No, it doesn't say that.
Yeah, it says when you lose your last wounds there.
So when you lose
defeat.
wounds, you make a strength or a spirit, whatever's lowest.
Okay.
And if you even get an outstanding success, you're knocked out.
Right, but no, the failure. Read the failure.
The failure, victim dies.
Yeah, but keep reading.
Yeah, immediately one dramatic action before expiring.
Yeah, we get one dramatic. We get one action.
So you're trying to fail the test so that you.
No,
So-
but if we failed, I'm just saying.
So this is what this is at the so at the end of the turn, you guys are down. It's that dramatic moment where you're down, eyes it's eyes open. You stand up, try to do the last test.
Final burst of energy.
Either collapse or do what you need to do.
Okay, all right, cool.
So you guys put your cards into your action pool. All right, so you guys make your defeat
Strength.
test.
All right, here we go.
So what's lower?
Oh, it's strength or spirit?
Yes.
You
So
know,
one
they
at a
think
time.
in death we try and give us at least the benefit of the doubt and let us roll a
My
higher one.
spirit's 10, my strength is 6, so I have to use 6.
You have to use 6. So Dave, what's
I gotta use my spirit. My spirit is 8, and my strength
so
is 10.
all right, so you
Damn
need to
it.
roll 8.
All right.
Not really.
Oh, it's a 10. Do I get to re-roll 10s?
Yes,
Oh,
you do.
Yes, they both rolled a 10. Oh, he rolled a
6.
10. Okay, cool.
20,
Plus
Oh god.
spirits, that's a 14. I made it. So
7.
let's see. Yeah, I'm
9 plus 15.
Awesome. I mean,
so
yes.
let's
So
see.
you're merely.
I don't know, is this
So we
even
both
good, though?
so is it standard, good, or outstanding?
You need an outstanding to be knocked out. The failure
Oh.
is you die, but you get your last heroic.
We go
roll.
standard, character's knocked out. Good, character's knocked out. He suffers an injury that lasts until all his wounds are healed.
That's correct.
Standard is the character's knocked out and suffers a permanent injury.
Correct. So you're knocked out and hurt.
Oh, so we got
Cool.
good results. I got a.
Shan did.
Okay, I got 19. So I got a 14. I'm sorry. Yeah, 14.
You got a 14.
Yeah.
That is a standard result. You were knocked out and permanent injury.
I'm pretty sure I got 14. 19 is 6 plus 8. Yeah, 14. Okay, so I got a permanent injury. That's awesome.
So both of you guys are out.
Yep.
New round. You put your card. Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
Heroes go first. Attack and maneuver are the approved actions. So, who goes first and what do they do?
Well, so here's where I am at. My objective is to get the yokai to attack the people. And then as soon as their focus is there, I want to run down the hallway with Ayaka. Hopefully, Juro runs down the hallway with the lead scientist.
So, I will definitely allow you to do a trick roll if you can figure out a way to get the yokai attention on the huddled
The
scientist.
screaming group of scientists?
So it just went down. I mean, so that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So I feel confident that I am hidden.
Okay.
I don't feel I have to do anything until they move on the scientist.
Okay, so you're holding your action.
Yes.
Okay, Josh. You failed your stealth roll.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, from where I'm at located currently, like Ko and Kiku are on our way out. If we were to escape from this room without death, then we would have to pass them, right? So, is there any way we can grab one of them on the way out? Being that we do feel
tied, I get that. I don't know. I'm already carrying
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
And like in the moments of combat, you're pondering this.
I'm just I imagine it like I'm glancing to the door, I'm looking at the creature, I'm looking at their body, I'm trying to see if there's any way of saving either one of them, and then I'm just gonna, follow or wait to follow soon.
So you're holding your action, waiting too. So there's 2 there.
Maybe hoping that somebody else in the room gets, more movement and activity to get the thing's attention.
I think it's going to ignore the inoculated ones.
Yeah.
But
we got to find out.
They think they're going to die, so...
So on a roll of 1, they notice you and go for you because I figured there's other people there to look at.
Thought about just laying down entirely, but
they saw movement.
Play dead, yeah.
But they saw movement.
Right. But they don't seem to bother the ones that are already dead,
Right, yeah.
So, that they saw you. You drop down and just waiting and hoping, and you hear them running past, and they seem like they are going
target.
towards.
Okay, and that's important too, because we don't know the condition of these 2, but they didn't tear the beating heart out or anything. So there's a possibility that they've been injured but not dead. So that's kind of an important thing.
You just saw them crumple.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But we didn't see the head go flying off or the heart ripped out. So it's possible that they're not dead, just not active or moving. That's my head is spinning around.
And from what you recall, especially with this new form of energy that you feel, it's possible.
Okay. So yeah, as soon as they're past, and I hear screaming, I'm gonna grab Ayaka and go down the hallway.
How do you go down the hallway? How do you move from your place?
Maneuver.
Okay.
I don't know how to tell you because I don't know the exact of the room.
Are you booking? Are you hauling ass? Or are you trying to stealth out?
I'm gonna stealth out.
Okay. So roll stealth. Soon, or Juro, what are you doing?
So I'm following as quietly as possible, but on the way out, if they're by the door, I want to try to kind of grab who I can reach by the scruff of their neck and pull them with me on the ground.
I'm envisioning there are a lot of shadows in here. It's like a brightly lit lamps and stuff, right?
So I'm going to play Inspire.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, Juro, we have to survive. Grab the doctor and let's go. Play to give all Storm Knights their choice of a possibility or a draw from the Destiny deck. I need a possibility.
Well, I'll take a possibility. Do I get one? I'm a Storm Knight, right? I don't have a...
You're out of combat.
Oh, but we don't... All Storm Knights? We don't get that. Oh, we don't benefit from the cards.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
And I will spend it immediately.
Oh, here, I'll take yours.
Okay, there you go. All right.
To have a stealth of 12.
Okay.
And there's also another one here.
But I can't play it.
Right.
So, what are you following?
So yeah, I'm following.
Are you following with the doctor?
Well, I'm like, follow him.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a weapon to put up against his back and make him follow, and I'm not.
It's not like he's not going to go.
Right.
You've seen that already.
Right. That's why I'm like, follow him, and I'm going to try to, as I go past Kiku or Ko, I'm going to try to grab them by their collar and pull them out of the room and try to get them to safety.
Okay. Right. So I need you to roll a stealth first.
Okay. Different die. New day. Number 8. Let us do. So, 7.
7? Yep. So basically what you do, what happens is you push the doctor in just your haste. Follow him. Push the doctor. He stumbles out and...
Just brutal.
And draws the attention of one. They kind of make eye contact, and the doctor, or the scientist that you're working with, just flat out says, "Run!" And he takes off.
Oh, well, it could be good.
Where do you think he's going? He's going to lead right to security.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting, and...
Are you following? Are you still trying to hide? Or are you running now?
No, you know what? I think I'm gonna... If it's brown, lay down. I'm gonna I'm play dead. I'm just gonna drop past and hope these things chase him out of the room. Yeah.
So you just drop. So you drop down. Okay. You hear the doctor run,
I know you hear it.
And he's hauling ass out. Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I'm going to drop to the ground at this point. I've got Ayaka. Maybe now I've got a different way to go. The only thing I can think of.
As he's running out, the scientist still says. So he's running. He's like, "Run to the halo pad."
Oh, halo pad. There's a helicopter up here.
That would have been good to know.
Nice to know earlier. Before the creature busted.
We were asking the wrong questions,
Yeah,
you guys.
how do we get out
We're
of
trying
here?
to figure out what's going on and save the world. We should have just been trying to escape with our lives.
Is there a helicopter around?
Okay. What did you roll for stealth? You see we're stealthing out?
You rolled
A 12.
12, and you rolled a 7. So the first one is rolling compared to your guys'.
So rather than
That's
attacking the
apparently.
people right in front of them, they're running after the guy who just yelled "run," made noise.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Never run from a cat, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
One of them you see is running towards the people in the corner, and then the other one is chasing the doctor out.
Which means no one is focused on us.
Not at the moment, no.
Juro. I would say it. Grab Kiku. Let's go into the linseed.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'll do if I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take Ayaka and go for the linseed.
Who's taking Ko?
No one right now. We just don't have any more hands.
All right.
So what is going on here is ultimately it's a chase with the scientist and the yokai. So I will need to make rolls for them.
Scientists. I have a funny feeling the scientists are going to get outrun. Those things move quick.
I do want to pay attention to where he's going so we can try to...
We know down that hallway. That's as much as we're gonna know.
So he goes to the, goes out, turns to the left down the hallway that you guys haven't seen, and as he makes that turn out the door, this just blinding movement, just fast movement, chases it out and attacks.
So we don't see it. What do we hear?
No, it's glass. It's the glass
Oh, okay.
wall. So he didn't make it down the hallway. So you see him actually, but he misses. He ends up just jumping and overextending. In horror, the scientist just drops, covers his head as the yokai leaps right over it. The other scientists, they're just standing there, guys. So their lizard,
pulped. They're chummed.
their lizard brain told them, freeze, and that's what they're doing.
That's what mine told me, too.
All right, new round.
True.
Villains first.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
So,
This deck is loaded.
however, heroes get an up. So you remember
Do we
what
get
up
that
was?
when they're still attacking? Oh, no, it doesn't matter because it's not the same as a possibility. It's just like a possibility, but only on your action.
Yeah, all right.
So before action goes, both of you guys make a mind roll for me.
13.
8.
8. It's an easy roll. 8 was what you needed. You both realize that your only way to actually live through this is to try to get to the helipad at this point. So outside, the yokai,
I hope that thing don't get to you in the meantime.
so it turns. The scientist is just still huddled. It leaps up, just snarls, fresh blood ripping from its claws from what it did to one of you guys, and just dives in, like pierces both hands, all 5 claws into the scientist's back, and just bites down on the base of his neck, and just blood is kind of spatters going back and forth up against the glass.
Like Kill
as it's
Bill?
just
Yeah.
Okay, so we've been talking about them calling security. I am looking around. Is there a red button to call security?
You haven't seen anything like that. The other yokai is just doing
Tearing through. The problem is, there is nowhere to run down the hallway that we think the helipad's in without passing the yokai that's there tearing the guy.
You could potentially go down the other side.
That's the only option.
through the
So, and
cabinet
that's
patch.
what we've already been planning, so
Yeah.
continue that. We're going to go run to the linseed direction and take a left.
Okay. That's what you see him take off, and you're running. No more pretense at stealth.
Yeah, because I should be out of their sight instantly.
Okay, you.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep up.
Because their sight should be this hall, and I'm going perpendicular to their sight.
Soon as a spry fellow, and I'm a little bit injured, so despite that, I'm going to do what I can to...
Okay, just so everyone knows. So here's the hall right here.
Yep.
So the scientist ran out,
Left.
came out this way.
Yep, and
About
then
right
up.
here, the yoke. No, didn't make the clearing.
Oh, I thought he
You
made
missed
that
this. No,
clearing.
didn't make it. So the yokai runs out, jumps over, turns around, and attacks. You guys are coming out and running this way.
Yep.
So that's what's happening.
Not much else we can do.
Not much else that you can do. What we will be at this point right now is a dramatic resolution, a dramatic chase. So ultimately what this is you have to be able to get A, B, C, and D, and you have to succeed on A, B, C, and D. And there's only
Good
5
luck.
turns
Damn.
to do it.
Okay.
Wow. So you've got to make success every single time. If you could get one fuck up, right?
Do we get to play any more cards before this chase begins from our last turn in combat?
No, you only had one turn to play the action cards.
Okay.
So the first... Oh, actually, you know what? Yes. So now the end of the turn, the chase starts. You can put into your action pool.
Okay. Second
big
chance. So
bands.
reroll or a +3?
Reroll.
Reroll.
Yeah.
Okay. So, critical problem.
Oh, God.
man.
We literally
Dirty.
have 4 cards now.
Dastardly.
Even if we survive this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
What you guys see
Cards have gone.
as you start running this way towards this hallway,
Yep.
you see another yokai running up the hallway.
Oh, man.
Yeah, doors open.
So that is the first.
We got put out of our misery quick.
So now you only have 4 more
4.
turns.
Yeah. If we don't end up with A, B, C, D, we're done.
No, that's it.
Complication.
Did you shuffle that?
That's
I did.
Dirty.
I don't believe you.
So well, now you can't get away, right? Now you can't make
Right.
it.
We will not make it out.
You will not make it out.
But we all get killed
So-
by the Yongchi.
I'm
Yokai.
saying,
Yokai.
run us up to what happens,
Nice.
Game Master.
That's awesome.
Depressing end, but so I've got Ayaka. He's got the unconscious Kiku. We are running down the hallways.
So as you're running, you have
slows you down.
so you have Ayaka, and just from earlier and all the all
least
all
we'll
the
all die
adrenaline,
together
all
except
the
Coke.
tension, just ends up you try to get a good run, stumble, go down to your knees. You're right behind. You don't see and stop in time. You trip.
Oh, yeah. We just all go.
Slipped on a wax floor.
So roll dex.
Dexterity.
Roll
got
dex.
1.
9!
it. Why not?
You go to the ground.
Why not?
Drop Ayaka.
I got a 7.
You have a 7. You also stumble. I was going to give you an easy roll, but
Come the water.
so both of you go down.
Okay.
Initiative.
I'm gonna look up at the
Hey, maybe you can kill these
lights
things.
at the hallway thinking
Maybe. You never know.
Heroes first.
Yeah,
You
you're
have
heroes.
3 yokai. No, excuse me. 2 yokai on you.
And 3 turns left. So
Should do ABCD.
Yeah.
Well, we can try. At
I'm
least
gonna
maybe
keep
we
running.
can burn the cabbage.
So
maybe we
you
can just
run,
burn the
roll
cabbage.
maneuver.
I mean,
So their maneuver is 14. That is going to be your difficulty.
what are the accepted, preferred, whatever it's called?
No, this is not initiative. This is chase.
Oh, okay. Is there a +3 out there?
Well, they're fighting now, aren't they?
There's a
There's a
second chance.
reroll.
Oh, or they can
There's
keep
a
running.
possibility,
Keep running.
and there's a second chance.
I hate using that already, but let's use the possibility.
Use it while you're alive to use
Yeah,
it.
because it gives me a guarantee
boy.
that I've got it. Well, no, it gives me a guarantee
A
that
10.
I'm going to get it now.
Okay, good.
So that is my maneuver is 18.
So you beat 14.
Which one's the toss? The one that's the possibility, right?
Josh,
Oh, it was the possibility, right?
roll maneuver.
All right, come on. You failed me all night. I'm gonna pick the one that's on a 1.
That's 20.
Yes! 10!
All right, 10. Hey, get to
Oh,
roll.
no, 18.
It's an
Oh,
18.
All right, so 5 and maneuver is 9, so that's barely 14.
But you make 14.
Oh man, wow!
So
That-
you
I
guys
can't believe I
happen
had
to
roll an
stay
18 or
ahead
higher
of
to
the
do it.
yokai. When you get down to the end of the hallway, you can see it goes all the way down, and you can actually see a lighted thing that says stairs about halfway through.
Running.
So,
you gotta find them on the roof.
Well, do you still have the Molotov? Or are we passing?
No.
Oh, I've got 2 of them.
Snow bee.
Doesn't matter anyway. We know we're not getting out.
Yeah.
We have 2 left.
so,
We go running up
Bill's
the
go
stairs.
first.
so you're rolling down towards the stairs. Roll maneuver.
Were we able to throw cards in from last turn?
No, because it's not initiative.
Gotcha.
It's a chase. Until you
So-
turn and fight.
That time will not. That's going to be an 11 for me, and there's no way. There's nothing there, so there's no way for me to. Oh, there's a re-roll. Fuck it, I'll
Yeah,
re-roll.
you re-roll. I'm gonna use my possibility.
So no.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use my possibility
This?
on Barry.
The reroll.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
That's 10.
That's
Minimum
good.
10.
So that's a 16 for my maneuver.
Okay, so you make
That's
your
great.
maneuver. Josh,
And-
what did you roll?
I rolled a 3. I mean, I rolled a 3, but it actually also became a 3 once I subtracted 6 from
Oh,
my
wow,
9.
nice.
So basically,
You guys are falling all over the place.
so they catch up to you.
Well, we're
and,
carrying people. Each
Yeah,
of us,
well,
you know.
and it's basically this is the get to the chopper
better
scene
throw a tree,
as
dude.
you're pushing off them
Yeah.
and the yokai attacks.
Yes.
He should have dropped the treat and ran.
I mean, like, with or without people, I don't think we were really outrunning them. Like, our only hope was to,
Oh, no.
sneak out of there, and that didn't work.
What is your unarmed combat or unarmed defense?
11.
Maybe you can kill him.
11.
Did it hit?
Oh yeah.
Opponent fails. I will play this card.
Nice. Oh no, you can't play another card this turn because you played one already, didn't you?
Last turn. He played one for me.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Play after an opponent has successfully completed a test. The test fails.
Nice.
Yes.
So it's like one of those things where you're like, run! And you look back and you see the yokai's claws just coming straight in at you, and you close your eyes getting ready to feel that impact, but it doesn't happen. You open your eyes and it's just standing there going, just screaming in your face. Spittle and blood and putrid breath is just peppering you. And you can see blood dripping from the claws and chunks of flesh still ingrained into it, but it didn't attack.
Mean something.
Do you run or do you fight?
If it's black, fight back.
Yell at it. It honestly, you know what? Let's go down in a shower of glory.
I mean, well, my thought is, like, if you have the Molotov, at least you can destroy the seeds.
You gotta light it first.
Oh, we're well past the seats.
Are we past?
We're well past the seats. We're already up the stairs.
Okay.
No, you're down toward where the stairs go up.
Oh,
Because that's where you ran.
Too bad.
Molotov cocktail does a lot of damage, though.
Yeah.
You might be able to kill it with one.
Yeah.
That's 14 damage.
It's a small hallway, right? So, I guess I'll stand my ground. You know.
Okay.
Standing ground.
Should have pulled the gun off my
So
dead carcass.
now,
Yeah.
we're going into is the first round of initiative after this chase. Villains go first.
Of course.
And I'm convinced he didn't shuffle.
I know. Well, the heroes went
We got a lot
first
of
one
villains
out of
go
6
first
rounds.
this time.
Yeah, he put them all at the top.
That's funny.
So one on each of you. Jesus Christ. So Barry, this is
Damn,
10,
dude.
20
There's
on
50
you.
already. 50. You get one shot at bud.
Probably.
Hey, it's okay. Join the club.
Okay, so what is your armed melee defense or unarmed defense?
8.
Okay, I beat you about by 55.
Is it that roll or is it the bonus roll?
No, that is a bonus roll. So excuse me. So let me do the math here.
55 would be
You beat me, but
14.
not by 55.
Not by 50, yeah.
55 is 14 added to there.
So what was yours? What is
8.
it? 8. So I beat you by 21.
That's still an outstanding success.
Yeah, but it's way more reasonable than beating me by 55.
Yes. What is your toughness?
Toughness is 9.
Okay, so for this thing, it's 3 wounds and
Yep.
Just stop
3
there.
wounds and
Hey,
6
yeah.
shock.
All right, so I'm down. Ayaka's down. All right, Jiro.
So the one on you, Jiro, it actually missed.
You
All
live
right,
to tell the tale.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
My
Just
Storm,
drop whoever you're carrying
Yeah,
and book
that's-
my
it.
Storm Raider buddies.
Get yourself out.
I mean, like,
There's no windows
we've
to
already
jump out.
determined that we can't escape,
Yeah.
right? The
Can you
chase
fly a
was a
helicopter?
failure.
You
So,
rolled
we
a
can't
critical problem and then a
rechase,
mishap
right?
on the chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I guess I'm just gonna look to my down companions and relish in that short but very amazing shared sensation we all experienced during this crisis, and just lunge at the yokai in front of me and put my best judo training to work.
Security
Attack.
guard.
Yep.
Roll to attack.
All right. Got nothing left. Oh, I do got 1 second chance card. So.
That's a 19.
Not bad start.
6 and unarmed of 11, so that would be a 17. That would be a good success, right? Is that
How much
what
damage is it?
Just a regular, just a.
Just, yeah, it's standard.
Well, the downside is my hands aren't going to hurt it, so.
So you get a good punch in, but it absolutely does not. Actually, no, it does take a couple shock.
All right.
It takes a couple. Knock it out.
I mean, the strength plus 2, yeah, didn't actually work
It's like
out.
punching a crocodile.
Yeah.
Villains first.
You know, let's see how well the crocodile was like, oh, no.
So both turn on you, both hit. Good successes. What is your toughness?
Oh, my toughness is 11 with my armor.
One grabs your feet, one grabs your hands.
So 3 wounds.
Oh,
That's it.
Well, yeah, I only
Bart.
have 1 left.
TK, none of us lived out to get out of the building.
No.
Should've never
But it's
done
probably
it.
going to eat the rest of the people in that building.
Hopefully.
You guys will
Small
never
black
know.
mark. We'll never know.
And as the yokai entered,
See, that was dirty.
and the true power of the Pan-Pacifica Cosm overwhelms the Storm Knights, never realizing their full potential, they end up going down one by one, and they don't know how the war is going to end.
Well, now, we're only knocked out.
that's
We
what I was-
wake up at some point and like
That's what I
everyone's
was gonna
dead around
mention.
us. We're like, oh, shit, we lived.
Unless they go and eat all the corpses, right? At some point,
Yeah, maybe they'll leave us alone and we wake up. It's like Walking Dead, you know. We wake up and everyone's dead. We're like, what the hell?
You're like sitting in a pile with me and
Yeah.
Sitting in a pile.
Oh, you guys are up the stairs.
I'm
We're
like,
downstairs.
So I would like to thank everybody for taking the time and tuning into our podcast and our day one of Pan-Pacifica in the Torg universe. As we can see, it is a brutal reality, and we will wait till the next time as the possibility wars continue.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on another NCRP Productions podcast. We couldn't do this without you, so please like and subscribe everywhere we're found, including YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Google, Apple, Spotify, and other great podcast sites. If you'd like to help us continue making more content, we'd love to have your support on our Patreon. And if you have any feedback for us, please feel free to comment on our podcasts or email us directly at ncrpproductions@gmail.com. That's ncrpproductions@gmail.com. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our current patrons, MD Parker 4, Chef Francis, Crowman 76, Loading Mad Cat, M. Coling, November Stevenson, and Rosix 13. Thank you all. We truly appreciate it.